It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do have a fun program lined up for you today. We'll get you caught up on what's happening out there in the world. Deb's Woke News. We'll do that right after this segment. Animal House at the top of the hour. Scott Maxwell trivia in the 5 o'clock hour. Of course, Ross Thoughts and Last Call in the 6 o'clock hour, plus your calls and texts all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer, Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
Everything makes sense.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. Take us wherever you go using the iHeartRadio app. And, of course, you can find out all of the cool stuff about us at JimColbertLive.com, including ordering your Jim Colbert Show rubs and seasoning sets. Get them now. That way we can ship them out on Thursday and Friday, and make sure you get them before Christmas. That's JimColbertLive.com. How's everybody's Wednesday? A little gloomy, rainy Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right.
I had an instance. I was like, you know what, let me go run with the dogs around Lake Underhill. And as soon as I got there, it started raining. And then as soon as I started walking on a sidewalk, my dog just let one out on the sidewalk, and I didn't have a bag, so I had to run back to my car.
Oh, man.
Use a Dunkin' Donuts paper bag.
Hell yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And this is a good like.
time.
Good for you, though. Good for you. They're going back, though. The worst people in the world are the ones that let their dog duke in public and then don't pick it up. That's the worst.
I mean, listen, if this was in the grass, chance. I'll be honest with you.
Come on, buddy. You can't do that, man.
No.
That's such
I said
bad
a chance.
form.
It was like a 1% chance.
That's such bad form.
99% of the time I'm good, but this time I went out and did it. It was in the center of the sidewalk.
Yeah, dude. I don't care. Even the grass next to the sidewalk, especially that lake you're talking about, has those exercise stations, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that means people are using all of that area. Could you imagine rolling through there and just stepping into one of those? That'd be the worst.
Yeah, nice.
So
Man,
I
I
got
gotta
to
do
pick it up, and then I just walked like probably what felt to be like 200 yards just holding this thing up like I have a question in a third grade classroom.
What was the reason you went out today?
I just wanted to walk around Lake Underhill with my dogs.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, that dog that almost died needs some exercise. You know,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's still very feeble.
Oh, well, I mean, a walk should have done it well. And then, of course, a public duking. That's another good thing for it.
Both of them did it.
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you.
One triggers the other, usually.
I got into a pretty severe argument with an old buddy of mine one time about the whole idea of letting your dog just poop in public and then not picking it up. And I was like, man, have you ever lived in an area? When I lived in Baldwin, that happened all the time. And it's enraging. Like, it's absolutely infuriating when you're walking around and people are like so inconsiderate that they would let their dog do a number 2 in the public where your kids or you could step in it and mash in it. It's the worst. Man, it's so disrespectful. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I just I ran back. I didn't have a bag, so I had to make use. I had to find a bag.
That's, I'm glad you did. It's the same thing that makes you return a shopping cart. That's the same like little thing in your body that says, okay, well, I shouldn't just leave this in the middle of this spot. I will take this back to where it's, or take it one of the cart corrals.
It's about thinking about someone other than yourself.
That's right.
But you know what will always help you with the pooper scooping duty?
What's
Sand.
that? Oh, yeah, you
Sand.
just get some sand on it, and it's just so much better.
Oh, yeah. It acts like a litter and makes it so much easier to clean up. It's not so much of a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of leaves a little bit of a sandy film over it, especially on a sidewalk, so people can kind of see where...
It gets stuck in your teeth.
I always used it. It's like rolling it in sugar, babe.
All right, 407-916-1041. Well, speaking of dogs, Ross, I had your experience today that you had the other day. I had to go to the vet. I was in the vet this morning from... I think 9:10 until about 11:30. We just got the 2 puppies, Sadie and Sammy. You can see them at JimColbertLive.com. They're going to make a live appearance today, by the way. And
really.
the little one, or the big little one, Sammy, the boy, this morning was just like super lethargic and just wasn't really acting right. We don't know anything about these dogs. We just brought them from somebody who had a litter of dogs, right? So we don't have any history other than they've been wormed one time. And I was just like, oh, my God, man, this is going to be one of those situations where we didn't know anything about it. We went in there. The lady was really nice. Everything seemed fine. We're super happy for 2 days. And now they're loaded up with every possible dog infection, parvo, rabies,
Oh, God forbid.
intestinal worms. My God almighty, right? So we're all freaking out.
I got worms.
And I get a vet to see us. And by the way, that's cheap.
It never is.
Walking in, though, without an appointment, they just basically look at you and go, oh, you want to drink on this island with no water or power? Sure, let me get that beer for you. It's $600,000. There you go. But went in there and had to get a parvo test because some of the stuff that he was doing kind of seemed to possibly be that. And I guess with not knowing anything about the animals, anything could be possible. It turns out that they were negative across the board, a little dehydration, and possibly some sugar issues. Deb, I didn't know this, but smaller breed dogs apparently have sometimes difficulty regulating their sugar.
Yeah, I had a vet who had a miniature Yorkie, if you can believe it,
Oh, yeah,
because they're
it's like a
already
teacup.
tiny. Yeah.
Right.
And she used to tell me that after the dog would get super excited and run around for a little bit, she would have to give her a sugar cube to help get her blood sugar back up.
Well, this one, this fat ass, he just kind of lays down like a big old tub. But apparently there's this goo that they sell called a NutriCal or something like that. And it's basically a molasses kind of vitamin and nutrient enriched treat for dogs that's supposed to smell like complete ass. But apparently we're getting a tube of that today, and they're doing all fine. They're sleeping and eating and pooping and peeing and all the fun stuff that puppies do. I can't wait till their teeth come in so I can lose every pair of shoes and have my couches. That's what I can't wait for.
I mean, are they making noises yet? Are they barking? Are they barkers?
Yeah. Oh, they bark and they holler and they scream when they don't get what they want. The one, since it's brother and sister, if you take one away, one of the other one will lose its ever-loving mind. And if you pet one more than the other one will freak out and try to wedge itself in between you and the brother or sister.
Oh.
They're awful people. It's like Brazilians at theme parks.
Yeah. They're clapping, chanting. It's weird because I saw your dogs and it had a flag. I was like, oh, my God.
They need to go first. 407-916-1041. We have a Twitter poll question up today. We did a little earlier than usual because So we've been hearing about these smash and grabs at stores. The big one that got all the attention was Nordstrom because everything in Nordstrom's expensive, right? So that gets more news. You're breaking down Nordstrom. You're stealing purses and stuff that are, $2, $3, $4, $5,000, maybe more, and all those things. And that gets a lot of attention because it's such a luxury brand, right?
Yeah.
Well, according to the story I read today, there's a real issue here. And it's kind of interesting how, when we talk about regulating the internet, which is a constant swarming conversation, we primarily talk about the content that's on the internet, right? That's really what we talk about, the content. In other words, what can you or can't you say online, and we would similarly regulate it with like the FCC does television and radio. That's all we kind of know, right? Well, the internet's a whole new world for us, and we're still kind of figuring out our way through that. But what I found out today is these organized crime syndicates that are doing these smash and grabs and doing these thefts, although they do hit a lot of luxury brands, there's no question, really what they're hitting is Targets, Walmarts, CVS's, Walgreens, Macy's, stores that have goods, not necessarily, $10,000 purses or, those big time luxury items, and they're selling them online.
That's why
That's what they're doing. I didn't know that. The biggest misconception I believe, Deb, for me anyway, was that they're stealing it for themselves. But really, that's not what they're doing at all. There are large groups of organized thieves who go into rural or normal, not grocery stores, but retail stores, Target, Walmart, whatever, and they have items they're there to steal. And then those items go back and they go online to be purchased on whatever marketplace that may be, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever.
Yeah, that's why they're looking to file legislation to kind of cap off the supply and demand thing, right? If you take away their ability to fence their stolen goods on the internet by making Craigslist or Amazon or whatever the platform is responsible for it, or have to somehow clear the products, then you take away that need for the whole smash and grab in the first place.
Well, the interesting part is, it's funny because we have a situation like this that we regulate, that we know how to regulate. It's called pawn shops. Pawn shops are basically the Craigslist of retail stores, right? You find something, a generator, a Sawzall, a guitar, a computer, a stereo, whatever the case may be, a bicycle.
Yeah, but you have to give your fingerprints to sell in a pawn shop. And that, I mean, you have absolute anonymity when it comes to the internet. So even those little bit of foolproof or safety nets that you have at pawn shops, you can't apply to the online world.
And that is a faulty system.
It
That's
is.
and that's the point, though. The point is that when pawn shops started getting to the point where it was like, basically it was a fencing program where you bring in your stolen goods, they hand you the money, and then they sell the stuff somewhere else. And they, more than likely, a lot of them knew this stuff was stolen, right? Well, we regulated that with the fingerprints, the photographs. So now it's a little bit more difficult to pass stolen goods, especially now when most state law that I know makes the pawn shop give the material back without being recompensated for it. Like if I steal a watch and I sell it to a pawn shop and I can prove that's my watch, they got to give my watch back and they don't get their money back. That's on them.
They, to a certain degree.
I was going to say, yeah, because I've heard of plenty of stories where they're like, yeah, no, you got to buy it back.
I had to buy my keyboard back when I got robbed because all they have to do, I believe it's like 90 days. You go ahead, my keyboard gets stolen, they buy it off the thief, they wait 90 days, which is like there's a certain time frame that then all of a sudden it's good for them to sell back to me.
That sounds insane.
That
I didn't know
sounds
that. I thought
insane,
that was
right?
a solid thing. Like if they sold that item and they bought it erroneously. I mean, of course, I don't think anybody these days is doing it like maliciously. I don't think pawn shops are running theft rings through their shops anymore. I just think there's too much chance there, right? I don't think it's worth it. You lose everything there. So I would find it unbelievable that you would have to buy something back that was stolen and then sold to the pawn shop.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it was the exact opposite, guys. I heard they had to give it back without any compensation whatsoever. That was the nature of committing the crime. Not committing the crime, but doing
For buying
business
the
like
stolen goods?
Yeah.
But maybe within that first 90 days, and like to what Ross's point is, if they hang on to the item before they put it out on the shelves, they wait that 90 days. Oops, you didn't show up to claim your property, so now technically it's theirs.
Right. How do you discern between someone comes in with an item?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, how do you discern? People don't keep receipts, especially if it's something older that they have.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do. And I mean, think about how difficult it is at a pawn shop, how difficult that would be to regulate online. Imagine if eBay is responsible for everything on their stores right now that could be possibly stolen. In the context of the story, they basically say, if you're online, I'll give you an example. By the way, the Twitter poll question is basically, would you buy something online for half price in the box, sealed up, if you knew more than likely that item had been stolen? And you think about you guys talk about PS5s. PS5s are $500, $600, $700, and on the black market, at their aftermarket, I should say, they could go up to $1,000 or more, depending on how bad the person wants it. If you go online, you see a PS5 in the box sealed up, and the guy wants like $225 for it. I mean, you don't ask any questions. You don't wonder how a guy is selling an item for half that price, because what they're saying here is, why wouldn't you just return it to the store? Why would you sell it for half price or a third of price or even $100 off if you could just simply return it to the store and get all of your money back if it's still sealed up? So it's just kind of interesting how they plan on doing that. But I mean, it is an open market right now.
See,
if these thieves, they go in and it's just like somebody texted a second ago, $13,000 of the wig stolen this weekend at a store. Did you guys see that
in
story?
Altamont, yeah.
Yeah, in Altamont Springs, $13,000. But they didn't pay anything for them, and I'm sure they already know the market.
But what about the problem from the other side? Let's say you have a brand new piece of jewelry that you might have won, and you want to sell it. How does anyone know that you didn't steal it if you don't have a receipt for it?
Well, I mean,
asking for a friend.
You would have provenance for that, right? You would have a record of where that came from, so that wouldn't really work.
Even if it's an email from Patty?
I think the email from Patty would work just fine. Hop on Twitter right now. It's at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Give us a vote there. Would you buy something for half price online that you really, really want, maybe even been looking for, but in your heart you basically know it's probably a stolen item? Would you still take advantage of that deal? Are you part of the problem is what I'm asking. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Governor Ron DeSantis is taking aim at critical race theory. Amazon is again dealing with a server outage and the best city in the U.S. to celebrate Christmas. We'll cover that more coming up during Woke News.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Deb's News, more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Go on, tell it. Show that damn thing who's boss.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
If you know anyone that's coming in from Polk County, you might want to let them know that eastbound I-4 is literally at a standstill approaching U.S. Highway 27 due to a disabled vehicle that's taken up 2 right lanes. We're looking at delays all the way back to Old Grave Road. If you're heading further east, we're seeing delays from U.S. Highway 27 to Osceola Polk Line Road. Westbound travel slow too between Parr Street and Princeton Street. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by the new Our American Stories podcast.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love, and your stories too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, the Ding Dong Doorbell Company did it again. This time their cloud service went down, and not only rendering the security devices useless, it also affected other apps on customers' internet. Not only disrupting lives, also compromising security. That's why SafeTouch Security has been warning customers of this possibility. Not only have they been listening to your conversation, spying on your cameras, and selling your personal info, now they shut down your security devices and multiple apps inside your home. Like SafeTouch says all the time, don't trust DIY security devices. Don't do it. Join the thousands of SafeTouch customers that have made the smart choice. Get the exclusive two-way communicator and know that you have the fastest response for your emergency authorities. 24/7 cameras that alert you by text and video notification at the first sign of trouble. No security system is complete without that SafeTouch crash and smash technology and guaranteed response time. So call SafeTouch now. Get your family that halo protection. Ring in the new year with a SafeTouch and not that ding-dong doorbell. Simply go to safetouch.com or call 888-723-8682. Again, that's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Celebrate your favorite podcasts at our iHeartRadio Podcast Awards on January 13th, including My Favorite Murder, winner of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award, celebrating the voices that are taking risks, challenging assumptions, expanding the audio art form, and taking us to places we've never been.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Listen to the best of what you love with Audible Originals, audiobooks, podcasts, and more. True crime, sci-fi, memoirs, and wellness. Audible's got something for every mood. Try it for free when you sign up at audible.com.
Find out just how much you can save on your monthly mortgage payments at rpfunding.com. I'm Robert Palmer, and I want to help you save thousands by refinancing your home loan and letting me pay your closing costs. Rates this low can't last forever, so lock in today. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Remember when a hurricane took out my lanai?
You mean sunroom?
Same thing. My AAA insurance agent helped make sure I had the right home and auto coverage, so we rebuilt it.
Seriously? Insurance through AAA?
Seriously. I saved over $800 on both home and auto together. And my new lanai is beautiful.
Seriously? You're still calling it a lanai?
The home and auto insurance bundle through AAA. Serious coverage, serious savings. Learn more at AAA.com/seriously. Discounts and savings opportunities subject to eligibility. Savings amounts may vary. Insurance underwritten by Auto Club Insurance Company of Florida.
My Way from Giorgio Armani. This sparkling, floral, woody fragrance, consciously sourced ingredients from around the world in sustainable, refillable packaging. The union of citrus, tuberose, vanilla, and warm wood. Unbox the most desired gifts this holiday season with My Way from Giorgio Armani. For the woman who wants to live life her way.
The French created fries, kissing, poodles. The Hamptons perfected relaxing, beaching, partying. We took both and made the world's favorite rosé. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons. Made just for you. Hampton Water. Make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
You work hard, so you deserve the good things in life, like getting an amazing deal on awesome internet. That's why there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And don't miss out. Ask how to get 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Just imagine, faster downloads, more streaming. The possibilities are endless. That's more speed and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Plus, ask how to score a 5G phone on us when you switch. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now because you deserve awesome internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 12/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second to AT&T 500 megabits per second, each with one unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Still looking for that perfect gift? Untuckit is having a huge 30% off sale site-wide and store-wide for a limited time only. Untuckit shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with a gift of our super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, and cozy sweaters. So don't miss your last chance to save 30% off right now at untuckit.com or your nearest Untuckit store for a limited time only. Untuckit, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Now is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans at off-lease only. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles. No matter what car you're looking for, Off-Lease Only has options for you to choose from, with nearly every make and every model, and they're all priced thousands below retail. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that's arriving daily, and your trade-in is wanted. It's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. With financing available for both good and bad credit, you can get pre-qualified online now at offleaseonly.com and leave the stress behind. Find peace of mind with no haggling, no negotiating, no pressure, and no hidden fees. Shop online at offleaseonly.com or call 407-222-CARS or take a test drive at their massive state-of-the-art location just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
iHeartRadio's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas podcast is here, just in the St. Nick of time, and an immersive 3D audio featuring Elton John, Billy Idol, John Bon Jovi, and more.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house
not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
'Twas the Night Before Christmas is also a visual podcast. Watch on the iHeartRadio app and experience eye-popping illustrations that bring the story to life. Or just say, Alexa, play the Night Before Christmas podcast. Brought to you by MetaQuest 2.
iHeartRadio.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in on this gorgeous Wednesday. Cleared up nice, beautiful outside now. I hope you're having a great week and having a very productive day. Welcome back to the program. I am Jim. Jack and Ross are here with me as well. Let's get a check of the news. Here is Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
Looking brilliant.
Misuse of the whole world on the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Give him a listen this weekend when he's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. Governor Ron DeSantis is taking aim at critical race theory, or CRT, appearing in the Villages in Sumter County. The governor proposed the Stop Woke Act to ban the teaching of CRT in Florida schools and workplaces. The legislation would prohibit state funding for schools and universities that use CRT consultants. Parents would also be given the right to take legal action to enforce a Florida Board of Education ban on the teaching of CRT and recover legal fees if they win. CRT is already banned in Florida schools, but state lawmakers will still consider the bill when they convene next month.
Did you take that as a shot, by the way, when you read that?
Yeah. It's like, oh, we're going to have to change woke news.
I'm going to keep going with woke news. You can't stop me.
Meanwhile, speaking of the Villages, 3 Sumter County residents are accused of casting more than one ballot in the 2020 election. 63-year-old Jack Kedich, 71-year-old Joan Halstead, and 61-year-old John Ryder are all facing the third-degree felony charge. All 3, again, are residents of the Villages, and if convicted, they each face up to 5 years in prison. Apparently casting a ballot in person in the Villages, but then sending in absentee ballots into other states. You know they had to be Biden supporters.
Is this the massive voter fraud? Is this the massive voter fraud we've been warned
We found
about?
3 people in the Villages. By the way, they were all registered Republicans.
Hey, the synthetic marijuana, a little bit of the mystery over on the Gulf Coast has been solved a little bit. A Bay Area doctor says a batch of spice synthetic marijuana was actually spiked with rat poison.
Spice.
That's what led to dozens being hospitalized and now 2 people dead, according to Dr. Jeremy Kurtz, emergency room medical director at Advent Health in Carrollwood. He said super warfarin, that's used to kill rodents, was found in a sample of the product. Patients who ingested the synthetic marijuana suffered severe bleeding.
Damn, man. I heard about that today. It was pretty bad, too. I mean, they were bleeding from their gums, their eyes, their nose.
Warfarin's a blood thinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a bad day when you smoke rat poison.
Yeah, I don't get it, though. Why? I mean, was it malicious? Like, is there a criminal investigation going on? I mean, why would there be rat poisoning in the presence of something that you smoke like that? Is it a substance they use to interact with another one to create the high or something?
Well, the only thing I could think of is the same thing as the dealers cutting other drugs and using fentanyl to try and make whatever batch they have last longer. So it could be something as simple as that.
I guess, man. I don't know. I mean, nobody thought to themselves, hey, man, let's just put this rat poison in there. I mean, it's filler. Nothing should happen.
I mean, it could be just a dirty house.
Yeah, I guess.
Things get a little messy.
Yeah. I don't think folks who probably manufacture this stuff are really too worried about your personal health.
Okay. Maybe you're right, Deb. Maybe I should reconsider. I got to get out of that spice market, though.
Yeah, really. Guests at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom were evacuated last night after a small fire broke out. According to reports, a tree near Cinderella's castle went up in flames. Only in Central Florida, right?
That is awesome, though.
Leading park officials to evacuate the building. You could see fire trucks responded to the park driving up Main Street. Now, the fire was reportedly put out with fire extinguishers. Fire personnel did treat a security guard who inhaled dry chemicals from a fire extinguisher. A spokesperson later said a cast member was transported from the park for non-emergency treatment. No other injuries were reported, and fire officials believe the blaze may have been caused by debris from a fireworks show at the castle.
Damn, that's weird because when it happens at theme parks, you got to think it's part of the show.
Right?
Right, you run toward it, right? You don't run from it.
Take pictures.
Like, you think something's going on you can't miss. Like,
Quick,
you run
the
right
tree
at
on
it.
fire. There's no line. Let's go.
Exactly. Hurry before they fast pass it.
Well, I've told you before, one of our favorite things to do at the theme park was to just, on our way to go to break would be to just 2 or 3 of us would just line up behind a garbage can.
Oh, that's great.
That's all you had to do for 90 seconds. And by the time you walked away 3 minutes later, you had a 45-minute wait.
That's a really good prank, by the way.
People all they wanted to do was just line up. They didn't know what the hell they were lining up for.
Yeah, they may have thought that this was like the Star Wars tree that got hit by like Yoda lightning. Or
this was way before then. But yeah, you could hear them walking by going, what's that line for? I don't know, but get in it.
No, there's a tree in Star Wars that gets hit by lightning, catches on fire, and burns the Jedi books.
I didn't know that, but the other thing too is
my virginity just came back.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're set now. I mean, your wedding's coming up soon.
Nice.
I've never heard of a tree or anything catching on fire in the park, or any park. I mean, I lived here 30 plus years. I've not heard of any open fire where Disney had to call out a crew to put out a fire in the middle of the park. Have you guys ever heard of that?
I'm surprised actually, because when you worked at the park and you hear when you hear the debris land, I mean, there's many people who've parked their cars in the back and learned the hard way what firework debris of that caliber can do to the paint job on your car. I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner.
Well, knowing Disney, I'm surprised they didn't pick up the tree and move it outside of Reedy Creek and say there's no fires at Disney.
That's Jack. That's the part that shocks me.
I mean, that's biblical.
This next story won't shock you though, because it's there you are, Florida. A Florida woman told police she gave her boyfriend, quote, just enough, end quote, poison in his lemonade to shut him up. A report says she later called law enforcement, quote, so he wouldn't die, end quote. Deputies said Elvis Parrish put a psychotic drug in the lemonade of William Carter. Parrish also wrote out what she had done in a notebook. Parrish is facing a charge of poisoning food or water with intent to kill or injure a person.
I have a quote from her, too, if you want to hear it. Do whatever you want. If you don't take me, I'm definitely going to kill him. Unquote.
All right, national news. President Biden is currently assessing damages from those destructive and deadly tornadoes that struck Kentucky. During a briefing with state and local officials in Mayfield, Biden suggested the scale of the Kentucky tornado was unprecedented. It went at 227 miles through 5 different states. He also noted that response to severe storms brings people together. Biden insisted the federal government is going to continue doing everything possible to help Kentucky. So far, the death toll from the tornadoes throughout those 5 states, 88 with 12 children, but there's still over 120 people, I believe, missing just in Kentucky alone.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear the vets talk about it, the people who have currently or who have been on tour in some of these war-ravaged nations, Syria, Iran, and nations of that nature, basically a likening to what they see there that is in the streets of those cities who have basically fallen into rubble.
I mean, they've just
years
been disappeared.
Yeah, decades of war, just completely war torn. That's what it looks like. All the vets. That's the stuff that gets me when you hear people crawling out of the rubbish, and they're like, "Wow, man, I didn't see this in war zones that were already terrible areas before they started getting blown up. They were already in bad shape, you know."
Well, in the meantime, a tornado watch is in effect across other parts of the central U.S. Cities, including Omaha and Des Moines, are in the watch area that goes until 8 o'clock Central Time, and the watch covers almost 4.1 million people. This is in addition to the region dealing with very high wind gusts today. The National Weather Service says gusts of up to 90 miles per hour are likely. States like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa are in the crosshairs today. Hulu. Yeah, I had fun with this morning. Netflix, DoorDash, Zoom, and other sites are down after a huge Amazon server outage. Amazon acknowledged the problem, but hasn't said what's causing it. But it's the second such Amazon Web Service outage just this month. And if you're trying to order gifts at the last minute online, that's
going to be a tough scenario.
Yeah. Hey, we have a new Super Bowl city.
Oh, yeah?
Las Vegas.
Oh, that fits.
Las Vegas is going to host the Super Bowl in 2024.
And never leave.
Super Bowl 58 was originally set for New Orleans, but was pulled due to the game overlapping with Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders owner Mark Davis celebrated the news in a statement.
Let me tell you, that is, if you remember back in the day, the Super Bowl always used to be in New Orleans, right? It always used to be there. It was like at the Superdome, the whole 9 yards.
It was very limited. That California had a couple locations, Pasadena, Roseville, and then Miami and Tampa. Those were your big 5.
It just seemed like every year, right?
Yeah.
Superdome, Super Bowl, enclosed area. You didn't have to worry about the weather affecting the game. Yeah. It's a wonderful city to spend the weekend in, like a Super Bowl party weekend. But man, you put that damn thing in Vegas.
Oh.
And good night.
But that stadium is sweet.
It's unbelievable. It's right there at the end of the strip too.
Yeah.
So I mean, you talking about the Super Bowl trip of a lifetime, going to Vegas for the Super Bowl. Good God!
Did you hear about the other big change on this strip?
No.
MGM Mirage, they've sold it.
Oh,
Steve Wynn sold it to Hard Rock. They're going to build one of the guitar hotels there.
Yeah, Deb had that in the news yesterday.
$1 billion bucks?
Yeah, $1 billion.
$1 billion. That's a sweet. Have you seen the one down? Have you been to the one in Hollywood?
Saw it from the cruise ship. It's massive.
Yeah.
It looks weird, though, because it looks like it's just out in the middle of a marsh.
Right.
From the world
Let's
of
go to Vegas.
From the world of celebrity, human remains found in Ohio in the 1980s are being identified as a former guitarist for the R&B band The OJs. The DNA Dough Project says they belong to singer and songwriter Frankie Little Jr.
Wow.
His partial remains were discovered in a garbage bag behind a business in Summit County, that's just south of Cleveland, and his matter of death has been ruled a homicide.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know he was like missing. I've never heard that story.
I didn't either. It came across the wire and I was like, what? Wait a minute. All right, here's another wait a minute story. Kraft is repurposing its cream cheese shortage into a marketing opportunity.
These guys are brilliant, by the way.
In time for the holidays, a limited number of people will be able to spend $20 on dessert and let Kraft foot the bill. Basically, customers who can't get their hands on cream cheese can get another baked good on Kraft's dime.
Not bad.
So that means on Friday and Saturday, 18,000 people will be able to claim the reimbursement by visiting a special website set up by the Philadelphia cream cheese owners.
I love the cream cheese.
I do love the cream cheese.
I look like cream cheese.
You do.
And finally, if you're looking for the best place in the country to celebrate Christmas, look no further than
Phoenix, Arizona.
Jack?
Lubbock, Texas.
Christmas, Florida.
Key West.
Ross?
Honolulu.
Sea Island, Georgia.
Atlanta.
Cincinnati. Oh, Jason.
The Peach State's capital is the #1 city in the country to celebrate the most wonderful time of the year. That's according to a new ranking by the consumer finance website, your favorite, Wallet Hub. Researchers considered 32 different factors they call key to a safe and affordable holiday. In addition to ranking first overall, Atlanta also came out on top in the number of Christmas tree farms per capita, the number of affordable quality restaurants, and the number of food banks per capita. Orlando, Las Vegas, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco round out the top 5.
That's not bad to be in the top 5 there.
No, I guess we're number 2, but
Yeah.
I guess they just got tired of saying our name over and over and over again.
That must be what it is.
I couldn't even think that you could have a city that would be the best city to be in during Christmas that doesn't snow. Like even in Atlanta, like when you said Atlanta, I'm like, that does not strike me as a Christmassy city. It would have to be somewhere there was snow, right? Like snow is associated with Christmas.
Not really when you consider that, I don't know, for the past 3 to 4 years, Orlando has been the #1 city to celebrate Christmas, and we certainly don't have any snow.
We don't, but I mean, like when you're looking for the vibe of Christmas, I mean, you don't see postcards with with sunshine covered fields.
No,
I mean,
but
it's
but you
prairies.
see
I mean,
plenty of people who live in snow is like, I'd really like to be away from this.
People who live in snow are like, it only looks.
Yeah.
it
I
only
just want
looks
to visit
fun.
it. I don't want to hang out in it. But I mean, when we were up in Maine, like the week after Christmas, I was like, God Almighty, this is fake, man. It doesn't even look real. It is just so perfectly snowy and Christmassy.
It is beautiful to look at. And Woke News, you're now officially woke, is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Want to find out if you can qualify to buy that dream home you've been driving by? It's as easy as going to homeloansradio.com, click apply now, and that's it. You're pre-approved. And that pre-approval will allow you to work with a guy like Don. He's someone you can trust, and he knows what the mortgage business is doing in your backyard. You don't have to make an appointment, take time off work, or stress on I-4. Just take yourself to homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Turn it up, Jack. Text us 77031. The wonderful OJs. I think I have a record with like 2 or 3 of these guys' songs on it. Very nice. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
This Real Radio 104.1 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
Well, hey, everybody. Good Wednesday. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center. I want to give you a quick weather update for beautiful Central Florida for you today. Looks like a blend of sun and clouds and mixed skies, a warm afternoon. Highs head for the upper 70s to right at about 80 degrees. Do expect a passing shower with possible all day long, especially over the eastern third of the viewing area and listening area. 30% chance of that with breezy east-northeast winds at 10 to 15. 60s tonight, we'll call it 63. At evening, shower possible, then partly cloudy late, cool and quiet through the overnight. East-northeast northeast winds at 5 to 10. By tomorrow, 81 degrees, no chance of rain with a wake-up temp again in the low 60s. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Always depend on and do trust Fox 35 weather, and have a great day. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the wishing forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
FAS Windows and Doors has the answer for the way your house feels when it doesn't feel good. That's right, those single-pane aluminum frame windows, that's what's causing that humidity in the summer. And, of course, your heat escaping in the winter. That's what the problem is. You need double-insulated windows, vinyl windows from FAS Windows and Doors. Seal that house up, make your AC work less, make it last longer, lower your energy bills, make your home feel wonderful, make it look incredible, and even better, how about this? Make it worth more money. And you can see all of their windows, Fairbanks and I-4. That's where the showroom is. Slide in, check out those windows, man. They've come a long way. Cool designs out there, just waiting for you to pick and then have installed by their total pros. It's so easy. Book your appointment today at faswd.com.
Reward yourself or someone you love this Christmas with a stunning Rolex timepiece from International Diamond Center. IDC has the largest selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches in our history. It may very well be the largest selection in the entire country. Over 800 pre-owned Rolexes. Yes, 800. Our buyers have scoured the country and handpicked this unprecedented collection of flawless pre-owned Rolex watches. All the most popular and hard-to-find models. Submariners, Batman, Sea Dwellers, Pepsis, Datejusts, men's and ladies' timepieces in pristine condition. All IDC's pre-owned Rolex watches are priced to sell this Christmas, easily competing with any store or online retailer. If you've dreamed of owning the premium name in timepieces, or if you're looking for the ultimate gift for someone special, you must see IDC's luxury pre-owned Rolex collection today. We have the watches no one else has. Visit our showroom or shop online anytime at shopidc.com. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
With the largest selection of late model pre-owned trucks in stock, no matter what you're looking for, Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nation Trucks has it on the lot right now. And interest rates are as low as 1.99%. No payments till April with approved credit. So start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
So you want to be my client. You think you deserve fair compensation for your injuries. Well, you got to call me. Can't just keep listening forever. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
In the time before AT&T fiber internet. What? What are you doing in me dungeon?
It's the only place where the bloody Wi-Fi works.
Oh, and you don't mind the spiders?
Spiders? What spiders? Oh no, they're everywhere! Oh!
In the time after AT&T fiber internet.
It's nice having fast, reliable Wi-Fi in the whole house. For sure.
The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. AT&T Smart Wi-Fi extenders may be required. Sold separately. Restrictions apply.
Rising natural gas prices and colder weather are leading to higher energy bills for many this winter. Duke Energy can help you prepare now. Visit our website for no or low-cost energy saving tips to help lower your bill. You'll also find other helpful resources, such as information about installment plans and financial assistance for qualified customers. For more, visit duke-energy.com/winterbill. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTR-CM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit attrcmfacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you. Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/2021. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Love us while you got us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. 407-916-1041. Check us out online at jimcolbertlive.com. You can actually watch the stream of the show right there every day. Click right through. That's all you have to do. Don't have to load anything up, download an app. Just go to jimcolbertlive.com. You'll see stream right there and watch us do the show every single day. Plus, you can podcast the program. If you missed any of the shows, you can go back and listen to it. Whenever you want. That's the cool thing about podcasts. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Guys, when you're in the aisle buying your drinks here soon, you are going to notice there are no more diet drinks. Have you noticed that?
No.
There's a no more diet drink issue in the stores. Do you know why?
I have a theory because I saw this coming a long time ago, and I think it's brilliant marketing.
Which is?
The zero sugar.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah.
It's the marketing, and that's it.
Ugh.
You know why, Ross? Do you know why they're losing the word diet?
Because it doesn't help sales.
Millennials and Gen Zers don't like the word. It's that simple. Reason for the overhaul, the word diet has fallen out of fashion, especially for millennials and Gen Zers. Younger people just don't like the word diet, so zero sugar has replaced that. You will more than likely not see the word diet used in the world of soda probably within the next 2 or 3, 4 years.
I believe Coke was the first. They've been doing it for years, and it's the same product. I think they may use a different sweetener where diet is aspartame and it may be sucralose or a different sweetener in the Coke Zero Sugar. But I just thought it was genius marketing. Even guys who were just like, just that that idea of diet, that negative effect.
Sacrifice.
You lose. Right. You lose it. Zero sugar. Oh, it sounds better. And so every product seems to have a zero sugar. It even made the jump to coffee creamers like International Delight. Instead of sugar-free, it's now zero sugar.
Zero sugar.
Well, zero's a cool number, man. It's symmetrical. It sounds like, Project Zero.
Yeah.
Anything multiplied it is itself.
Oh, it's badass.
It's the narcissist number, really, when you think about it.
Gilbert Arenas, which is a weird example. Sure, he shot himself.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I'm waiting for the point. I am.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, too,
okay.
Jim.
Get back with us, buddy.
Yeah, will do.
Diet Soda Sigma includes a diet and 0-calorie branded drinks. Now, see, it's not the problem. It's not that people aren't drinking quote-unquote diet sodas. That market has quote-unquote ballooned. The sales are up 20% from 2018, just compared to 8.4% to years prior to that. So people do want low-sugar drinks, alternative drinks. They just don't want it called diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same reason why you see the word vegan leaving all grocery stores.
Yeah, it's all plant-based.
Now it's all plant-based?
Yep. Yeah, plant-based.
It's amazing what marketing can do.
It's a big difference, though, man. When you hear the word vegan, it's been vilified.
But I heard, over the past several years, soda sales in general have kind of dramatically fallen off.
Yeah, they have. I mean, I think so. I mean, I've not read how much, but I know that they've dropped.
Is it just the switch that people are going from diet and sugar sodas to zero sugars?
Yeah, I think it's the zero sugar thing. I think, here's the thing. Why not put the bad word in there? Obviously the word sugar is the bad word there. I mean, I would put in there zero sugar, no sugar. Diet doesn't really tell you that. Diet, I mean, you assume it's sugar-free, And more than likely that's the case, but I mean, that's more of a direct market. Hey, it's zero sugar.
Diet says you're trying to lose weight.
Exactly.
That's what diet says. Zero sugar says, I just, I don't want sugar. I heard sugar's bad for you.
Right.
I don't want to be diabetic. Yeah.
God, that's amazing how that switches the perspective on that, isn't it? When you say diet and you see somebody drinking a diet drink, you think, well, they think they're overweight, they're trying to lose weight. But if you see somebody drinking a zero sugar drink, that's not the first thing that comes to your mind. The first thing is like, well, maybe they want to just cut sugar out of their diet. That's kind of weird. I mean, that's how I look at it.
But you still use the word diet there.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty funny.
Do you guys remember the very first diet? What year do you think the first diet drink came out?
1972, and I will go with Tab.
Oof. What do you think, Deborah?
Diet Pepsi in 73.
Not bad. What do you think there, Sauce?
Oh, man. That polar bear for Coca-Cola had a good thing because it was like, I'm getting fat. Merry Christmas. 1969 Diet Coke.
Points Ross.
Woo!
Diet Right.
Yeah.
From the soda maker Royal Crown.
RC
Remember that?
Cola.
Royal RC Cola. That's
Yeah.
right. The product Diet Right came out in 1958 as an option for diabetics. So obviously it was out there for a reason.
My mom was writing all the Diet Right checks.
Oh, really?
Big Diet Writer.
Really?
Yeah, really into it.
Tab was the one I remembered. Then when Coca-Cola discontinued that, there was an absolute wave of hate. But Tab was terrible. Diet Right was terrible. What was the lemon flavor? Was it Fresca?
Yeah, Fresca.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a sparkling water guy now. I stopped drinking soda. I stopped drinking soda so I can drink beer, and then I stopped drinking beer, and then I just started drinking tequila.
Or mezcal and tequila.
Yeah. So
and now you drink Pellegrino because you're fancy.
That's when he's at work. That's his tequila for work.
Well, you went through that iced coffee thing. That was a hot minute. That didn't last long at all. You and Jack were cold coffee crazy.
Yeah, and then I put myself in debt, Jim. All right, they're not cheap.
When you keep loading your Starbucks card, you're like, I've become one of those.
How much are those things? How much were you paying for that iced coffee per day?
And I still go iced coffee, every day. Sometimes it's made at home. Other times I'm just getting an Americano over ice.
Mm-hmm.
You ever feel your heart twerk via an Americano?
Yeah.
That's a nice buzz.
I got that Nespresso. I get that brown pod. And for my Nespresso friends out there, they know about that brown pod. That brown pod will change your eye color. That thing is no joke. That's what you drink right before you free climb.
Yeah, I like espresso. Right now I'm hitting hard espresso.
I like espressos, but I like espressos in the morning and only with cigars because I can just barely sip it and then have a cigar. I don't like drinking. That's when I like espressos. I couldn't drink one just by itself.
What type of soda is harder to find is caffeine-free.
Really?
Yeah, like Sprite, I believe, is automatically caffeine-free. So if you could get Diet Sprite or sugar-free, zero sugar Sprite, caffeine-free.
Mm-hmm.
But like Coke had was caffeine-free was for a while there. It's just harder to find. I don't know if they're making it less. I don't know if that's a victim of supply chain issues, but it's just harder to find because I had to reduce my caffeine intake. That's the reason I gave up the coffees because my ENT is like one caffeine drink a day. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, but caffeine hasn't been vilified like sugar has, and if you remember, like I would say now that caffeine's heralded in drinks. I mean, think of what Ross just said.
Yeah.
Iced coffee loaded with caffeine. I mean, and didn't Pepsi or Coke just come out with like a not a Jolt kind of, but an extra version that had more caffeine in it that wasn't quite Jolt that would make your eyes pop out?
And I also get coffee, no sugar.
Wow, really?
It's
That's
just
crazy.
straight black coffee.
My daughter drinks just solid black coffee. I do not get that. Deb, did you drink a diet drink? Did you have a favorite one?
Oh, we were raised on Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi?
Oh, yeah.
I got a friend that's a solid Diet Dr. Pepper guy. Will not change for anything. All right,
it's just like you, but with regular Dr. Pepper.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Stay tuned. Animal House. Kathy Burns joins us from the Pet Alliance, and we'll do that next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
'Tis the season to be real. Broke. Hi, this is your credit card company. Hello. Merry Christmas from Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality and lowest price.
We're looking at a stop-and-go ride westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's also slow between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, as well as between Parr Street and Princeton Street. If you're heading eastbound, expect a slow ride between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536, and also between Conroy Road and OBT. Slow too between Princeton Street and Lee Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hitting speed bumps in your hiring process? Streamline your route to hired with Indeed. Their hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in the same place. Find your next great hired and visit Indeed.com/credit.
Holidays, happy holidays to you and your family from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. Love these guys. You will as well. And as a special thank you during the holidays, our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence are offering a free walk gate for every purchase of $150 or more to all active military, vets, and first responders. That's a value of up to $500. Just visit mossyoakfences.com and mention promo code USA. That's just a small token of Mossy family's appreciation exclusively for our military and first responders. Again, guys, it's easy. That's mossyoakfences.com, promo code USA.
After this year, let's spread some holiday cheer.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Orlando's Christmas station is Magic 107.7.
Swan dive or cannonball, backyard or beach. Meet Hampton Water, the world's favorite rosé. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons, ready to be enjoyed anywhere, no matter what the occasion. Hampton Water. Make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
The unstoppable spirit lives inside all of us. For Matt and Lisa Kuhn, it's fueled by family. Working together to make vehicles more useful for their community, they've become leaders in last-mile transportation. That's why First Horizon is proud to celebrate unstoppable spirits like Matt and Lisa. From the first stop to the final destination, we use our understanding to keep our clients headed toward success. Visit firsthorizon.com/unstoppable to learn how unstoppable starts here.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. cancerscreeninfo.com.
As we age, we tend to slow down. But not anymore. The Aviv Medical Program is your chance to reclaim the brain and body functions that keep you going and getting the most out of life, like memory, attention, stamina, and more. And when you add the new Aviv Golf Performance Program, you can target your treatment to stay on par. For more benefits, both on and off the green, call 352-358-AV-IV.
Mills Air in business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat.
What can we make fresh for you today?
The delight of not having to cook, and instead, letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard, like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a precise temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Scoop the slow-churned custard into a cup, add milk and whatever flavor you're craving. Real strawberry, mint, peanut butter. Commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture, electronics, and appliances. But at Cons Home Plus this holiday season, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life, and you've got to see it to believe it. Top brands, we have them. Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Huge product selection and hot holiday deals? Of course. Plus, get next-day delivery options and personalized financing. Discover life's added value at Cons Home Plus, your Big Bow gift headquarters. Shop now and save big on everything on your list. Only at Cons Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
Mortgage rates are still at record lows. Don't miss out. Visit homeloansradio.com and get a free quote.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Someone found a lighted house.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. I am Jim, Jack, and Ross. They're there. Deb has Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law generously brings us Animal House each and every week. We'll tell you how to get in touch with Glenn at the end of this segment. But right now, it's time to welcome back Kathy Burns from the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando. And Kathy, first up, you've got to watch us on Facebook. You guys go to jimcolbertlive.com to get the link to be able to join our live feed. Who's that little love nugget in your arms?
Her name is Scotch. Isn't she cute?
She's adorable. What is that thing?
It's a dog.
Well, she's a little Frenchie, actually, that came to us. She was 1 day old. If she yawns again, you'll see her little cleft lip and palate. Really cute. So she's been a bit of a office favorite, and our shelter manager is fostering her and seen her through to a cute little puppy.
And when is she available for adoption, or will she be available?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's been a long road, so I'm fairly certain she's going to end up with our shelter manager.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the Frenchies aren't going to get in and out of there very quickly. I mean, those things are extremely expensive when you buy them. I mean, that's one of the most expensive dogs out there right now. I think they start at like $3,500 and can go up to like $6,000.
Yeah. She's really a cool, look at her. I don't know if you can see her pattern.
We can.
And her little nubby tail. Look at her.
How did she come to you at only 1 day old?
So the owner, when she was born, she's a girl. Sorry, her name's Scotch. So the owner, when she was born, and they saw that she had the cleft lip and palate, they weren't able to care for her and wanted to get her to where she could be medically tended to.
And what kind of special care does that require for a cleft lip and palate? I mean, I'm sure that if your shelter manager weren't going to offer her a forever home, it might mean some extra medical care.
For sure. It will ultimately require surgical repair of the cleft lip and palate. We have to wait till she gets a little older, probably 4 to 5 months in age. And that would be very costly for an owner. And with the medical knowledge that the shelter manager has, she's been able to bottle feed and sustain. And, it's not easy to ensure that they're getting what they need in a safe manner to grow and thrive. Yeah.
Go ahead, Deb. I'm sorry.
I just have an image of Jimmy bottle feeding a French bulldog puppy. It's just.
I've got that painting.
It's a beautiful image, isn't it?
Hangs over my bed.
You can skip the bottle. I mean, we can go straight to the good stuff.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, man. I mean, is that a normal thing? Like, do you get dogs in that have situations like that where they require surgery, which is very expensive? People go into that knowing they're going to have to do that?
So So this was obviously the puppy was born, so it wasn't anticipated.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Often we at the shelter take on a lot of medical needs. Yes. We have a public clinic on site. And for example, the same week, I feel like that this little one came in, we saw a dog that had an obstruction, had eaten a sock and required emergency surgery one night. And we got a dog that was hit by a car that I'm currently fostering, all within days of each other.
Damn.
I feel like, yeah. And it is because people can't afford the,
Right.
that great emergency care, that level.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a little bit yesterday because Ross had some situation with his dog, and then I had to take my dogs to the vet this morning, our new ones, and, somebody had said something about getting dog insurance. I mean, is that something that you hear about a lot in that world, Kathy? And is that something you suggest, is people getting pet insurance?
Yes, it's a personal decision. We at the shelter work with MetLife, and they offer every adopter 1 month free pet insurance for anything that's not pre-existing. And that really, especially with puppies, I always say, please activate that insurance, because you never know what illness or injury might occur. And when it's hospitalization or surgery that will cost potentially thousands, you want to be able to provide for the animal. And that would, be just a nominal copay.
And some big companies like our own even offer it as part of your benefits package.
They do it. I did not check those boxes.
Well,
Damn
you didn't
it.
you didn't have dogs at the time.
I
but,
didn't.
But Ross?
Yeah, so this dog is obviously very, very young, and its name is Scotch. So I was wondering, what is the oldest a dog can be if you were to change its name?
That's a really, really good question, because a lot of people will buy them. Like, I'll tell you this, when you go into the shelter, some of them will already kind of have working names. So what that's a really interesting question. So what is that age limit when you decide to just start calling a dog a different name and expect them to respond?
There's really no age limit, I'll be honest. Often in the shelters, if they're puppies or kittens, they have names, but most likely it hasn't really been established yet when a new owner can name and then use that consistently. At times, we deal with owned animals and we'll give adopters their name from the previous owner. So they'll have that information. Often if there's a municipal or a county shelter, they won't have that information. So they'll assign a name, and it just takes constant repetition and use of a name. They don't speak, their interpretation of language is different from us. So 1 to 2 syllables, constant use, associating with calling them and giving them, positive feedback, you can change a name.
I had a friend who got a dog, and he was a wonderful dog owner. And I don't care if he's listening, because he named his dog a terrible name,
which is
Little Brother. That was the name of the dog. Was Little Brother.
Little Bro?
Was it Hulk Hogan?
It was far too many syllables, and it was always really hard to hear him get angry at the dog, because it sounded so ridiculous.
Little Brother.
Yeah.
Oh, Little Brother. That could get the cops called.
So you said 1 to 2 syllables. Is that usually the way to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fascinating.
I think most dog trainers will tell you 2 syllables maximum.
I knew I was right.
Kathy Burns with us, Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando. Kathy, how important is it for you to know a little bit about the personality of an animal that you're adopting out? Because I know that when we went the one time before, the animal was like 7, 8 years old and kind of set in his ways. The personality was considerably different. He was perfectly fine, and we tried to pick him up, and then everything changed. And the young lady who was handling him for us let us know, hey, he's had this situation, he's had that situation, and that was very helpful, because if you're in there adopting, you do want to kind of have an idea of what to expect. You want to do a good thing, but you also want to, you want there to be a pleasurable experience for both ways.
Absolutely. And we're fortunate that any owner that brings in their pet will fill out a behavior profile, and will pass on whatever known behavior traits we know of to the new owner. We will also provide them information that our staff and volunteers observe, and at times do evaluation to ensure that they have as much information as possible.
Yeah, whether they can be around other dogs, if they can be around cats, things like that. Children, it's a big deal. That actually in the notes are right there. It's really good. Ross, question?
Yeah, Kathy, we've been talking about the Westminster Dog Show and the AKC, I believe, American Kennel Club. What are your feelings about that organization?
I don't have an issue personally with the AKC. I mean, breeds have existed, and responsible breeders, I think, are fine. So I don't really have an issue. The AKC also will actually work to verify or legitimize those breeders. So there's some benefits to them. Yeah.
Well,
is that their only job? I'm sorry, Deb.
No,
Is that their only job is to verify a breed? I think a lot of people kind of lean on them and believe that they're a spokesperson for all breeds, all animals, all dogs. But we were talking about this Cane Corso animal that's now becoming so popular on social media because it looks like the devil. You know, you get one of those dogs, they're all muscular, then you crop their ears. And we were kind of, I was like, why would you do that? It seems abusive. And then somebody says, well, the AKC demands that you do that to even show that dog. And I was like, what? The AKC wants you to basically to maul an animal so that you can show it. And they're like, yep, that's the answer.
So, who designate breed-specific traits? Now, many countries, thankfully, not ours as of yet, have outlawed some of those modifications and won't allow for docking of tails or ears. So, I'm more of a proponent of that. It's not necessary. They should be shown in their natural state.
I agree. I think it makes the dog look more like lovable. I mean, when their ears are pointed up like that, it makes them look like demon dogs, like the dogs you would protect the gates of hell with. And I had a Mastiff, and it's basically a Mastiff, and the Mastiff is one of the sweetest breeds on planet Earth.
They are.
They're usually sweet.
Is it? Did that dog's still alive, right, or is it just sleeping? That thing passed out. Oh my God!
The dog hit that
you
spice.
just woke her up.
It's a cute dog.
Hey, Kathy, what's going on with the cat shelter? I know the cat-only shelter you were looking to open in downtown Orlando.
Yeah, since we spoke last, there have been a few developments. I'll just briefly say we chose a builder and for our new shelter that will be on John Young Parkway, and we're starting a capital campaign. And then we're in the permitting process for that temporary shelter that will be on Central, right downtown Orlando. So it's going to be a very interesting time as we go into the new year.
And where do folks, because we've already gotten some text messages from listeners asking where can they donate to help with those expenses going forward?
We appreciate all the donations have really helped us immensely. And the outpouring after the fire from the community was really amazing. And we hope that it goes forward so that we can fund this new shelter and get back to serving the community at the same level.
And it's Pet Alliance?
Pet Alliance, Orlando.org.
PetAllianceOrlando.org. And it would be funny if you bought a new G-Wagon and just drove that everywhere to make people believe that you were misappropriating the funds.
Right?
Just have some fun, Just to have a little fun. Because I know there was an outpouring of support after the fire, of course, and we hope that this new builder is going to build a much bigger and even better place for you guys as you do so many great things around the city.
And it was nice to see that the community loves you guys as much as you love the community.
I agree, and that we really got the sense of how meaningful, our shelter and the services that we provide are to the community. So it's good.
As always, we thank you so much for spending time with us, Kathy, with Little Scotch. Wish she was going up for adoption, but I understand why your shelter manager fell in love with her instead.
She looks like a little stone cold gangster is what she looks like. Except she looks, oh boy, she looks
sleepy.
Sleepy? That's a word I guess you could use.
She looks sleepy. She looks
pretty comfortable.
Yeah, she looks like a sleepy puppy.
Looks like she's been hanging out with Snoop.
Yeah, it looks like my dad who was addicted to Xanax.
Oh boy.
Pet Alliance Orlando.org is where you can also see photos of all their available dogs and cats that are available for adoption. So even though Scotch is not available, there are plenty of other dogs and cats. And I'll make sure I post the Animal House podcast as soon as possible so you can get some more information about this and more. Oh, what a cute puppy. As always, Animal House is generously brought to you by Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. Have you or someone you know or love been in a motorcycle accident, a car or a truck accident? Here are a couple of reasons why they need to call Klausman Law. One, he never passes you off to a caseworker. Glenn always personally handles your case, so much so that he'll give you his personal cell phone number. Part of the reason why he's voted legal elite and super lawyer year after year. He's also an animal lover and a true friend of the show. So if you've been in an accident, do the best thing you can do for yourself and give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com.
Thanks so much, Kathy. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon again.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday.
Happy
All right.
holidays.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Who do you think you really know? Like, who do you think you really know inside and out? No, somebody who could not surprise you if they tried. Got a great story to show you maybe just how much you don't know anybody. We'll do that next.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call klausmanlaw.com.
Our heaviest traffic continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polkline Road. It's also slow between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, as well as between Park Street and Princeton Street. If you're heading eastbound, expect delays between Osceola Parkway and 536, as well as between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Princeton Street and Lee Road. The beach line up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by The Cheesecake Factory. Now through December 31st, 2021, for every $50 gift card purchased at thecheesecakefactory.com or at any of the Cheesecake Factory restaurants, you'll receive a $15 promo card, redeemable in the new year. Visit thecheesecakefactory.com for more details.
Arrived. I'm here to take some of that stress away when it comes to buying something for that special someone in your life. You got to go see my friends over at Goldsmith Jewelry Shop right there on Lee Road in Orlando. David Layer and their team have been friends of mine for about 20 years. I don't use that word lightly, by the way. They have legit been friends of mine for 20 years. They've done all my jewelry for all the special people in my life, including the wedding ring that's on my wife's hand as we speak. They give you that real good personal service from way back in the day. They sit with you and actually find out what you want. Loose diamonds, diamond studs, tennis bracelets, they've got it all. Something for every budget. Fast free shopping as well. It's goldsmithjewelry.com. Find them right there on Lee Road, 1212 to be exact. And as always, tell them I sent you down.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture, electronics, and appliances. But at Cons Home Plus this holiday season, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life, and you've got to see it to believe it. Top brands, we have them. Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Huge product selection and hot holiday deals? Of course. Plus, get next day delivery options and personalized financing. Discover life's added value at Cons Home Plus, your Big Bow Gift headquarters. Shop now and save big on everything on your list. Only at Cons Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
The unstoppable spirit lives inside all of us. As a financial coach at Operation Hope, Trudy Morrison empowers people to overcome economic challenges and bring their dreams to life. Her mission is to inspire the unstoppable spirit in everyone, and our mission at First Horizon is to invest in Trudy and organizations like hers to create a better future for all. Visit firsthorizon.com/unstoppable to learn how unstoppable starts here.
Wow, that's a seriously massive pickup.
12 inches of lift.
Seriously, that's high.
My insurance isn't. With AAA, I saved over $800 on both home and auto together.
Seriously? Insurance through AAA?
Seriously. My AAA agent helped make sure I have the right home and auto coverage. Get in. We'll take a spin.
I'm seriously going to need a ladder.
The home and auto insurance bundle through AAA. Serious coverage, serious savings. Learn more at AAA.com/seriously. Discounts and savings opportunities subject to eligibility. Savings amounts may vary. Insurance underwritten by Auto Club Insurance Company of Florida.
Save money by doing it yourself with Fence Outlet's low-maintenance vinyl fence in a box. It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet. From hardware to concrete, you get everything you need. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTR-CM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit attrcmfacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
I want to break free. Ready to break free? Discover the beauty and history of Europe with Norwegian. Book your 2022 Europe cruise today with Norwegian and enjoy 35% off. Plus, take all free offers including free open bar, free specialty dining, free air, and much more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates. But don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
The French created fries, kissing, poodles. The Hamptons perfected relaxing, beaching, partying. We took both and made the world's favorite rosé. Hampton Water, born in France, raised in the Hamptons, made just for you. Hampton Water scores high with 90-point ratings 3 years running and a place on the top 100 list, proving we're the world's favorite rosé. Bring Hampton Water with you no matter the occasion. Hampton Water, make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
iHeartRadio's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas podcast is here, just in the St. Nick of time, and an immersive 3D audio featuring Elton John, Billy Idol, John Bon Jovi, and more.
'Twas the night before Christmas,
when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
'Twas the Night Before Christmas is also a visual podcast. Watch on the iHeartRadio app and experience eye-popping illustrations that bring the story to life. Or just say, Alexa, play the Night Before Christmas podcast. Brought to you by MetaQuest 2.
iHeartRadio.
Since 1992, Mills Air has kept Orlando cool. Visit millsair.com to schedule your service today.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.
Lacy things, the wife is missing. Didn't ask for her permission.
Nice.
I'm wearing her clothes, her silk pantyhose.
All right.
Walking around in women's underwear.
There you go. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041 to call us. You can easily text us at 77031. About an hour from now, we'll talk to our buddy Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel. Also in the 5 o'clock hour, trivia, top of the hour at 6 o'clock, Ross Thoughts.
Yeah.
That's all coming up a little bit later in the program. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Don't forget, if you have yet to get your Jim Colbert Show Spice Kit, Spice Mix, you got to do that now. I know Spice Kit, then Spice Mix. I get them mixed up because I'm dumb.
I would like Spice Mitts.
You can do those as well. JimColbertLive.com. All three flavors, we can send them out to you. I would get your order in today, tomorrow. We're going to send them out on Friday to ensure delivery before Christmas here in the States. And by the way, a lot of people are here in the state, but a lot of people are just having me mail it to the person they want it. If you want to buy it as a gift for somebody else, you can do that as well. Again, that's JimColbertLive.com. And Ross, you put something up on the blog as well today, didn't you?
Yeah, no, it's a very simple Christmas prank, and I strongly suggest that everyone does it. I mean, there's no easy way to say it. I would love to see more people do this. I'm jealous. I wish I had the idea. Very simple, completely free. I just wish
funny?
I did it. Yeah, I thought it was
funny. I was laughing. I was like, man, I should do that.
Where did you hear about it?
Nowhere. I was just surfing the webs.
Just surfing the web and found it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of stuff on the internet.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
There's so much.
Yes, tons of stuff out there, right?
More every day.
JimColbertLive.com. You can see that Christmas prank and all the other stuff up there as well. All right, before we went to break, I was telling you guys, like in your life right now, who do you think you know so well that they couldn't tell you something that would surprise you about them? I mean, and that's different than knowing somebody well, because I mean, like I've known Jack for a really long time.
Yeah.
I don't think it would take Jack much to tell me something that would surprise me, because although we've known each other a long time, we don't hang out all the time. So I think that maybe you could. Ross, I don't know. Ross is so transparent. I don't know if Ross could tell me anything that would really surprise me about it.
That's a good thing, right? Being
transparent. I don't know. Yeah, I think a lot of the times it is. And I think Deb's kind of the same way.
What? What?
I think Deb's pretty transparent, don't you, Jack?
Apparently not.
Yeah, it is.
Transparently not.
I think Deb has a private component that she doesn't share, which would be the opposite.
Let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. Who do you think between the four of us has the most shocking secret?
Oh man.
Like if we had to lay out what we thought was our most shocking secret about ourselves.
I mean, just the stories you told about your time on the Monsters, I think you win.
That's all documented.
I don't even know what my biggest secret would be.
Who do you think would shock us the most of the four of us?
I mean, you and Jack went to hedonism.
Right, exactly. I don't think I have nothing that's going to top that.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, it's kind of.
That's not
but the point is exactly is everybody kind of knows what happens there. You just have to kind of apply me there, or whomever you believe is there. You just have to kind of apply that. But you already know. What I'm saying is something you don't know about me that if I told you, it would be shocking. Like I wondered this today as I saw this story about the CNN producer that is one of the worst human beings ever. I hope they just shoot this guy. I know that sounds severe, but it's just this guy. What this guy did is just unreal. Yes,
like in the arm or in the leg.
Everywhere.
Do you want him to get him? You want to get him Terminatored?
Yeah.
Right one in the leg.
All that. Jack, you were saying?
No, I just said the hot take. That's pretty severe. I don't know what this guy did.
Oh, well, he was... so this guy is a veteran CNN producer. The guy's name is John Griffin. He's been suspended by the network because he used to apparently brag about luring girls as young as 7 to his home for sexual subservience training.
What?
This guy also is so much into this that apparently he put out these calls to parents who were into this lifestyle to bring their daughters to him so he could teach them how to be subservient BDSM servants, like to a master. And it is, I mean, when you read on and on about it, this guy worked hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder with Chris Cuomo, of course, who just lost his job with CNN. And we know the Cuomos to be some sketchy MFers to begin with, but I don't know that Chris Cuomo knew this guy was into this. I mean, this is as severe as it gets when it comes to crimes, right?
Well, I can't imagine anyone doing that, sharing that with their coworkers.
Right, but the point being is people you work with next to you every single day, and this guy was harboring this kind of secret before finally it came out. And, all those people around there, of course, when they found out this guy's name was dropped, they probably threw up on the spot, considering they'd hung out with him. They'd gone lunch with him, dinners with him, had drinks with him, had a normal life, and of course, as soon as he dipped behind the scenes, he became a monster. That's kind of my thing. And I only know a couple people like this in my life. Not this severe though, that people that shocked me like that. Once I found out something about them, I was like, no way, really? And then, just kind of moved on about my way. But it's pretty rare though. Like, when's the last time you had somebody that you found out something about that legit shocked you? Like, where you were thought to yourself, no way, not that guy, not that girl.
Well, that's kind of, to have that kind of a double life, I think, is it's very psychopathic or sociopathic. I mean, because think of BTK or the Green River Killer.
And that
their wives and families had no idea.
In that example, I would say, slam dunk, psychopathic. But in other ways, like, if you're just not publicly, a father, this is a monstrosity of an act.
Yeah.
Right.
But I found out one of my friends was a dad, like 5 years and being friends with him. And that was a secret that I thought was like wild. But I also don't look at him as a psychopath necessarily.
But that is a shocking secret. Like, you did not know that about that person. And how long were you around them before you found out?
I mean, 5 years-ish.
So think about that. You were around someone for 5 years and they never mentioned that they had a child.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of bizarre, right?
Yeah, it was a curveball. Because my immediate reaction was like, oh, you are not a good dad then. Because, like, the most dads that I hang out with, they're an essential part of their life, or it's either brought up, they're hanging out with them. I can't do that, Ross, because I have to go pick up my kid. This was like, no, let's have fun.
Yeah, I found out somebody. This is a while back. I found out somebody had was in a swinger.
Yeah, I found that out about a coworker.
Hell yeah!
And that was also because it was the person. It wasn't it wasn't that swinging is so shocking, because I think that's like second level, like entry level kind of sexual deviance, if that's even a deviant. But when you talk about the idea of swinging in an open forum, and then you see the person who I found out down the line was doing it, I was like, wow, man, I would have never in a million years picked up on something like that, because they rolled through life so kind of anonymously,
always the quiet ones.
It's always the quiet ones. And this one was, man. I mean, this one was mom jeans, the whole picture, minivan, the whole 9 yards, and apparently as crazy as it gets. Crazy as it gets.
That's always the way it happens. The ones who are loud and bragging about it usually are the most
they're
boring.
The lamest ones.
Exactly.
The lamest ones.
The ones who say, oh, no, nothing to see here.
I found out a guy, well, it wasn't even a guy, well...
But
there was a guy who worked at another radio station here who got arrested and they found stuff on his computer. That
they got
underage.
Adam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked for him.
Yeah, what was his name?
Well,
no, put it out there. I mean, he's a piece of S. I mean, I want to put it out there. What was the guy's name?
I knew his first name was Adam. I don't know his last name.
Adam what?
Cook.
Adam Cook. Yeah. That guy met some kid at a park in Tampa or whatever for a little tryst, right?
Drove across county lines.
In Denver, I mean, you worked with that guy how long?
6.5 years. He was my program director.
Any idea?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Not a surprise.
I mean, his cologne was Toy Store.
Not when you walked in the studio and you heard him on the request line.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. If you walked in there to put away carts or to check the log or whatever, and he was talking to a preteen or a young teen, 12, 13. Oh, yeah? What you doing?
Wow, really?
What you wearing?
What you wearing? Wow. Guy texts in, my friend's old employee just got arrested for trafficking.
What?
Trafficking girls between 7 and 13 years old. I worked with him every day, had no idea.
My.
Yeah, that's kind of like this CNN producer guy. I mean, I can't imagine how skeeved out people, especially parents, mothers and fathers, knowing that you had lunch with this guy, knowing that he's on, and it's not like he was keeping it very much on the down low.
I didn't even know what he was doing for, for a business. I didn't even know that was a business.
I did not either. I don't know
like a professional grooming service for subservient women.
And I don't know if in the BDSM, which for those
Isn't
who
that what
don't
he was
know,
doing, Jimmy?
It's bondage, domination, slave master, or also sadomasochism is what the BDSM can stand for.
And this guy,
I don't know if that's a subset of this culture where they teach you how to be subservient.
I'm telling you, Deb has the biggest secret.
You think Deb has the biggest secret? I think Deb has no secrets.
I think
maybe
Jack
one or
has
two.
secrets.
No, I think Larry would have the biggest.
Oh
secret.
no, Larry can't spell secret.
Larry is a vanilla pudding pop.
He is.
That guy has
he
no.
is a vanilla
he is
pudding
a vanilla
pop.
pudding pop.
That is the best way to put it. Pepper is spicy, okay?
Right.
In Larry's world, pepper is spicy.
Hey, here's Larry. Here's Larry's life. I'll have my popcorn salt free.
What? Going out on a limb.
Guy said he played basketball, junior college basketball, with a guy for 3 years who was gay and he never knew it. I would think that would be probably the most common one, right? Is that somebody has hid their sexuality from somebody because either they didn't think they would remain friends with them or it would change the relationship altogether. I think that probably is a relatively common one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's shocking anymore. I don't know.
No.
Again, we talked about this the other day in Orlando. The idea of being gay is just, that's as passe as anything. I mean, nobody really cares.
Context, because if your pastor walks out into your Baptist church and goes, guys, I got to tell you something.
It's funny you say that because somebody had posted something recently to our gym members, our private group on Facebook, And I couldn't believe that it was real. So I had to vet the story, and it turns out that it's damned for real, of this Spanish bishop who was recently named as like one of the youngest with Pope Francis, is now leaving the church to marry an erotic Satanist, right? She writes like Satanist erotic material, and he's leaving being a bishop to be with her.
Like an Anne Rice with satanic stuff instead of vampire stuff?
Exactly. God rest her soul, Anne Rice.
That's a big jump for him, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely a U-turn.
Yeah, it is.
It is a 180.
And apparently he has a love of doing exorcisms, and that's how he had met this young lady, was his interest in demonology, and that's how the two of them got hooked up. But like I said, it was one of those crazy-ass headlines that when I saw it, couldn't believe it.
I mean, so that, of course, obviously is shunned, but you can't just date someone as a bishop who's into writing some devil stuff.
Well, no, buddy. It's in the world of religion, there's a thing called a witness.
Right.
I mean, I'm not mocking you. I'm telling you the truth is there's a thing called a witness, and according to most religions, you actually show how your faith through your witness. You really don't have to say anything. It's how you live your life.
I'm just saying. I mean, how good? What was it? Good writing?
It got him.
Yeah.
I mean, it got him to change his entire game. So it wasn't that bad.
Somebody just texted us.
Saw that.
Oh my God! It's 77031. Well, yeah, because the texter said, "I worked with Gary Ridgway at Kenworth Truck Company, the Green River Killer. He was eerily creepy, and of course." His Kenworth ID badge is what got him busted in the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa.
Guy says many years ago, a guy I worked with was the nicest old man I ever worked with in my life, real estate agent. He got 23 felonies because he was filming adult films in people's homes, and he was listening to them, I guess.
Oh. Hey, that guy looked at pornography and was like, "We need the best setting." Who does that?
That was it's like this is the Breaking Bad of porn, right?
Yeah. I'm looking for a good window. I'm like, who's walking in going, the feng shui is not quite right. We need to find a better home. It's a couch kind of thing.
Right, yeah, it is a couch kind of thing.
Oh, no, I was just reading another text that kind of made me a little confused. I hooked up with my best friend of 18 years to only have brunch with her husband the next day of 5 years, did not even know she was married.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
I would think that would also be a shocking one. Like you date somebody for 2.5 years to find out that they're married. Was it Charles Kuralt who did that? Was it?
Charles Kuralt? Yeah. Family on the side.
Whole family.
Ross, this old news guy, he was a big deal, right? This old news guy had
He's
two different families.
CBS Sunday Morning.
One on the East Coast in New York, I believe, in that area, and then one in the Midwest. And he successfully led both of these families, I think, up until his death.
Yeah.
They didn't know on his deathbed, I believe, in his notes or in his estate planning program, he basically laid out the entire thing, how he had two families entire life.
See, now I thought it was one family. I can't remember actually how, but I was shocked by that because he was that soft-spoken. He did the traveling across the country by bus. When he was on CBS Sunday Morning,
now we know why he was traveling.
Now, and that's how he had met her. Actually, she was like a political operative in a city out west.
And we find this with these news guys recently for some reason, like guys like Matt Lauer, right? You think, well, Matt Lauer had this thing where he was very, forward with women, and then of course, real super creepy. And then you go back and they pull footage from experiences back in the day, and you hear some of these comments that he makes. You're like, wow, man, how either nobody was just completely oblivious, or everybody was just like, look, don't say anything. He's the star. Don't want to, no wrinkles. But man, I mean, it was just like there were 4 or 5 occasions. You're like, man, how did nobody not see that? Like when you make a comment like "nice view" when a coworker bends down in front of you, if you can see something, you just keep your mouth shut. You don't go "nice view." Jeez Louise. Crazy. Anyway, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I'll tell you what we'll do. I've been talking about these dogs of mine. They cost me a fortune at the vet this morning already. But if you want to log on to the feed at JimColbertLive.com, I'll give them a little show as soon as we get back. I'll bring them up on the cameras so I can introduce you to the new additions to the Colbert family, Sammy and Sadie. We'll do that next. JimColbertLive.com to check it out. We'll put them up on the camera right after this.
You can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Tomorrow will be considerably drier. After a morning low of 65, we'll see a high of 80 with variably cloudy skies. We'll have sunshine, but some intervals of clouds. 82 the high on Friday, continuing dry. And then we get into a slight chance for a little bit of shower activity for Saturday and Sunday, but the next big chance for rain holding off until Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with the storm system. High temperatures this weekend in the lower to middle 80s, followed by 70s with the rain. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by The Cheesecake Factory. Now through December 31st, 2021, for every $50 gift card purchased at thecheesecakefactory.com or at any of the Cheesecake Factory restaurants, you'll receive a $15 promo card, redeemable in the new year. Visit thecheesecakefactory.com for more details.
You know, now is a great time for a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. I absolutely love my fence from Mossy Oak. You will as well. It'll add appeal and value to your home. More importantly, though, how about some safety and security for your family, your kids, and your pets? We all know we want that as well. They set the standard for quality, giving you the best warranty in the business. We're talking premium quality custom fences that are built to last, just like the one they built for me. Call or visit mossyoakfences.com. That's where your family's safety and security is their number one priority. It's so easy. Just hop online today at mossyoakfences.com.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. And hello to decking my cart with lots of winning. Right now, USDA Choice Bone-In Rib Roast are just $5.99 a pound. Woo, that price has got me grinning. And 3-pound bags of Halo Mandarins are just $4.99. Hey, that's one fresh win. The perfect feast for all my cravings. And I'm scoring points toward free groceries. Winn-Dixie is the most rewarding place to shop. Winn-Dixie, it's a win-win. Prices valid through December 24th at Winn-Dixie Rewards. See store for details.
When I met you in the summer.
It's time to live, laugh, and create memories again with MSC Cruises. Join us on some of the world's most modern and innovative ships. Discover again at our new private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, named Best New Cruise Destination. Cruise from Miami or Port Canaveral and discover Ocean Key, our new exclusive private island. Enjoy flexible booking changes and free balcony upgrades. Call your travel advisor or visit msccruises.com. Restrictions apply. MSC Cruises, a world of discovery.
Hi, it's Mel Taylor, and one of my most favorite places is my backyard. From the kids' fort to our awesome table to garden. We just really needed an upgrade, though. Bad. So I needed a new fence. I went with Fence Outlet. So easy. I set up a free in-home estimate, got to choose what I wanted, and boom, that's it. I mean, they got great options. Wood, aluminum. I mean, I got the vinyl. They've also got easy fence in a box option for those do-it-yourselfers. Not for me, but if you're DIY, there you go. Head over to fenceoutletonline.com today. Set up a free backyard estimate. Fenceoutletonline.com.
The holiday savings continue at International Diamond Center with special zero-interest financing now through Christmas Eve. Everyone's loving this because it's easy to splurge. Just pick any item at IDC, get the guaranteed best price, and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest charges. And yes, this includes all engagement rings from our exclusive world-class designers. Rings you can't find anywhere else. Imagine a $12,000 designer ring with a GIA certified diamond for just $200 a month, or an $8,000 designer ring just $134 a month with nothing down. You can even finance the sales tax. For this holiday season, IDC is proud to offer our largest selection ever of hand-picked GIA Forever Mark diamonds in every shape and size. Is this the year you upgrade her diamond? Don't miss the year's best chance to splurge and make someone you love very happy on Christmas morning. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. On approved credit, details at shopidc.com.
Hi, my name's Charles. On my way to work, I was struck by a tractor trailer. I called attorney Glenn Klausman for help. He got me to really good doctors. I don't think it's right to be bragging on a billboard or TV about getting millions of dollars for getting hurt. However, I will say Glenn Klausman got me a great settlement quicker than I thought possible. I'm very happy with the results, and that's why I'm doing this. Call Glenn Klausman at 407-917-1718. His website is klausmanlaw.com. Car crash, call Klausman.
Office, Winter Park.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, And we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. cancerscreeninfo.com.
Still looking for that perfect gift? Untuckit is having a huge 30% off sale site-wide and store-wide for a limited time only. Untuckit shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with a gift of our super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, and cozy sweaters. So don't miss your last chance to save 30% off right now at untuckit.com or your nearest Untuckit store for a limited time only. Untuckit, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
So when is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans? Well, right now at Off Lease Only. I know my wife and I just bought a car from Off Lease Only last month. It's a great time to buy. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of used cars, trucks, SUVs, or vans. Other places have low inventory, but not at Off Lease Only. Nearly 4,000 of the nicest, nearly new 2017 through 2021 vehicles on the lot right now. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that is arriving daily, plus your trade-in is wanted. So it's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Financing is available for all types of credit, and you can get pre-qualified on their website right now at offleaseonly.com. You can call them at 407-222-CARS or swing by their massive state-of-the-art location and take a test drive. It's just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by...
That's the Frank Gay way.
Now that we've all quit Facebook and started talking to each other again... What's that? Nobody's quit Facebook? Facebook.com/RealRadioOrlando. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch, have you heard of that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
How'd you like to spend Christmas?
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Good afternoon.
So is Ross.
Hello, beautiful.
And if you want to take a few seconds and hop over to JimColbertLive.com, I'm going to introduce you guys to our the new additions to our family, Sadie and Sammy. They are they are Shorkies.
Are they in your pockets?
No, they're here in my hand. They are Shorkies, which it's a Shih Tzu and a Yorkie mix. One of them definitely has more Yorkie than Shih Tzu. The other, Sammy, is more Shih Tzu than Yorkie. And here you go. If you're checking it out,
Okay.
this is this is Sammy and Sadie.
Oh, they look like gremlins.
Like they look like a little Ewok. This is Sammy. He's the big one. And
big one. He's
like,
all of what, 2 pounds?
Oh yeah, he's double the size of his sister, who is the runt.
Hi, Sammy.
That's Sadie. And let me tell you what, Sammy was just so nice to make my room smell like doo-doo.
Oh,
he took
lovely.
a big old diarrhea dump right next to my board here.
Good boy. Hi,
And this is Sadie.
Hi,
Sadie is not
Sadie.
even real. Sadie looks like the gopher in Caddyshack.
Yes, totally.
She looks like, I'm all right.
Totally see that.
She is this one right here is a demon sent from hell.
Really?
This is 1 pound of get the blank out of my way. She blanks her brother up all the time.
Well, she's
body
the runt.
slams him. She's the runt. She has an attitude. These are amazing little dogs, by the way. They already have so much personality and they're so smart. Like, it's amazing. She already comes to her name. Like, you can already call her and she will turn around and actually walk right back to you. So, but these have been a real joy to us. I mean, they're really cool. We had a little bit of a scare with Sammy this morning. He wasn't really reacting. Let me set him down real quick.
That's it.
He was kind of getting annoyed with you.
No, double fist them pups.
Double fist them and
do
put
this
them back
whole
up there?
segment. Yeah,
Hey, there
yeah.
we go. Show title. double fist them pups.
Come here.
Okay.
Let me. Can we keep them on camera? And,
there you go.
Look at how cute they are.
Bro, you stink. You got some serious doo-doo problems, Sammy. You are. Sadie is
on
just,
his shirt. On his shirt.
Please,
no, trust me.
Live on camera.
Yeah.
So Tori the other day was about headed out for work, and she like feeds them and stuff. They love her, by the way. I mean, they love her more than they love life itself. And she picked up Sammy, and his hair had been trimmed around his
right,
nice.
You know, his BH.
All right.
What you got to say, girl? And there was a little spot of it, and when she picked the dog up, it spread it all over her shirt as she was walking out the door to go to work.
Oh.
You know, it's just the perils of parenthood.
Yeah,
But this one right here with her little white chest and white paws, she is an absolute.
And you said that they will howl when you howl. Like,
well, I don't know.
That
No,
works
he's
way better
wondering
than
what's
I
up.
thought. I just wanted to hear you howl. I'll be honest with you, man.
Oh,
but they are they are the sweetest. This thing right here.
Do they smell like puppies?
Her breath is. I mean, it could have a candle that was puppy breath. That's exactly what it smells. And this little blanket right here, you're just a fat lump, aren't you?
He's
you're
falling asleep in your hands, and he just wants to snuggle your goatee.
It's so funny. Yeah, you know, you're a very intimidating man, Jim. I think we all know that. And then you hold two puppies, and then you just become jolly.
You look jolly.
Look at
this dog.
face,
Will you look at? He's
though.
an Ewok. Look at that. That's an Ewok.
Yeah.
He has a very chill personality compared to his sister.
They had to have had. This had to have been an influence on that character from Star Wars. That's Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Good job.
Good
job.
Man. Oh, don't be upset. It's just a you thing, Ross.
Doo-doo on my shorts.
Really?
Really?
Lovely.
Is it theirs?
All right. Well. I wish that wasn't a fair question.
Or you just that happy?
Look at her. That's my finger, by the way. I'll put her in my hand so you can see exactly. Like I have her. That's one hand. Look at that.
Yeah, that thing definitely looks at C-3PO and praises it.
Oh, you are so cute.
Do they sleep in the bed with you guys?
Not yet because they're so small.
Oh,
to
they'll
really,
roll over on them.
Oh my God! Look, I like I was telling you guys yesterday. In the house now, I have to shuffle. I can't actually fully walk because, believe it or not, even though they're so small, they can still sneak right up behind you, and it would just take. I mean, just the weight of my foot would break her back. I have to be so unbelievably careful. But
you should put bells around their necks so you can hear wherever they go.
The problem is they. I mean, if I put a leash on her, it would weigh more than her.
Right.
Like there is no collar that she could wear right now, unless it's made of like dental floss, because she weighs nothing. I'm not joking. She weighs like 1.5 pounds.
Paper mache, man.
God, you stink, Sammy. God almighty, you're terrible.
Stand up and show us the poop on your shorts.
Yeah, let's see the
poop on the poop shorts. Poop shorts.
Smear.
Poop shorts. Let us see that schmear.
Come on, man. Look at that right there. Hold on.
Oh, God.
He's got to put his puppies.
Wait, you can't see it? No.
Oh, yeah. Small tint.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Oh, but look at that face.
Thanks, Sadie. God, you stink even worse. Do you guys get any of it anywhere else but on you? I'll have that. I'm going to wax their BHs so they don't have any hair. It's going to be an odd look for them.
I mean, anything
to have
for
a
the
quarter-sized piece of missing hair around a tiny, tiny little BH. But that's what's happening because we're not doing this anymore.
Got to get the sanitary area there.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Go eat something you're not supposed to.
Yeah, go trail that stuff around the house.
Yeah, exactly. Over their lovely ivory-colored carpeting.
Yeah, how long till the culverts go all tile?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
One of them dropped a bit of pee. We just bought when Dexter passed away, we bought a nice rug for our living room because we were like, well, we're not buying anything because he'll just stink it up. Or tear it up. So we waited. Then we bought a nice rug, and now we get these two rats. And she wandered off this thing that we have over the rug, like just a blanket that we have out there, like a pad or whatever. And she stepped off of it. One step off, pee.
Well, you know that's a rule in the animal world, right?
The entire thing. We're talking like 100 square feet. And she steps off the thing to pee right on my expensive ass rug. Where'd you go?
Oh, God.
She's pooping under your desk.
It's good to see you just straight Papa Bearing out, though, with some pups.
Did you just pee on my carpet, dude? What is wrong with you? I just took you out. You're grounded. Get out of here.
Grounded. Listen to that.
All right, 407.
That's not going to help. They live with you.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Single break, top of the hour. I'm going to tell you guys about a puzzle that may be a great gift for somebody this Christmas because there's a bonus there. Yes, Deb?
Kitten collars. Everyone is texting us. Get kitten collars. They're light enough, and then you can put a little bell so that you don't have to worry about stepping on her.
He just grounded his dogs like they have a car.
Like they're going to listen.
Like they're going to go anywhere.
If you keep acting like that, you're not going to get your gun.
Yeah.
All right, back in a sec.
It is not the thought that counts.
Daddy, I asked Santa for a choo-choo.
It's the gift.
Then go out and get a job and buy a choo-choo.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality and lowest price.
A stop-and-go ride continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing delays, too, between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound steady between Conroy Road and OBT and also between Princeton Street and Lee Road. We're seeing heavy traffic south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4, as well as northbound 429 between Colonial Drive and West Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by The Cheesecake Factory. Now through December 31st, 2021, for every $50 gift card purchased at thecheesecakefactory.com or at any of the Cheesecake Factory restaurants, you'll receive a $15 promo card, redeemable in the new year. Visit thecheesecakefactory.com for more details.
Bathroom Rebath of Mid-Florida, that is the company that you can lean on for sure. They do it right the first time in just 4 to 6 days. That's all it takes for these guys to replace a bathroom, and they do the entire job. They do everything: the design, the products, install, and they do it with their employees. That's right, their employees. And to really understand, you got to go to the showroom, 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe, natural stone, marble travertine, and all those beautiful colors. And remember, bathroom remodeling is all they do. From a shower tub conversion to a full bathroom demo and remodel, no cookie cutter, one size fits all. They're all custom bathrooms. Visit the showroom today, 436 Altamont, right across from Kobe, or hop online and book your appointment today at rebathmidfla.com.
The Rock Holiday Tradition returns. Trans-Siberian Orchestra live in concert. 2 shows. Saturday, December 18th, Amway Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Millions have witnessed this electrifying concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Christmas Eve and Other Stories, live at Amway Center, December 18th. The story continues.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat.
What can we make fresh for you today?
The delight of not having to cook, and instead, letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard, like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a precise temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Scoop the slow-churned custard into a cup, add milk and whatever flavor you're craving. Real strawberry, mint, peanut butter. Commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Put your business top of mind with customers this holiday season. iHeart Ad Builder is the cost-effective way to create a custom radio ad that can reach customers wherever they go. Answer a few questions online and Ad Builder does the rest. Get started at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
Can you believe the year's almost over? Hey, this is RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Most businesses count on strong fourth quarter sales. We sure do, and I got a big problem, and I need to catch up. Right now, I'm paying over appraised value for any car. Even if it's really old, I want it. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $6,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Save big and get more. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check check out our certified used cars. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Plus, my Love It or Exchange It program will keep you happy. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So even if you've heard no in the past, my dealer next door credit approval process can help you get approved with lower rates and smaller payments. So come into my fourth quarter catch-up sale today. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. New car pricing plus tax tag $8.99 admin fee. Dealer retains all rebates.
Swan dive or cannonball? Backyard or beach? Meet the world's favorite rosé. Hampton Water. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons. It's the bottle that makes an entrance anywhere you bring it. Whether it's a summer barbecue or after a day on the slopes. Hampton Water scores high. With 90-point ratings 3 years running and a place on the top 100 list, it fits in, whatever the occasion. Hampton Water. Make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
Fence Outlet's Fence in a Box saves you money on a gorgeous aluminum fence for as low as $2,571. Get all the materials to complete an average backyard of 120 feet with a gate included. They make it so easy. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, the insurance company may make you a quick offer to go away. They may also be offering you pennies on the dollar. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
The waffle breakfast sandwich at Racetrack. Right now, you can get a waffle breakfast sandwich, and I've had them before. They're fantastic, and they are specially made by the Racetrack chef. How do I know there's a Racetrack chef? Because I did a Zoom call with him. He's real. He's nice. He cares about the food. And I love the food at Racetrack. But that's just one of the awesome things about this holiday season coming up is that we get new stuff. The new waffle breakfast sandwich. It's sweet waffles, savory sausage, egg and cheese, and it's very hearty. If you know me, I love a hearty breakfast. Racetrack. Grab whatever gets you going.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
With RP Funding's digital mortgage, you can refinance your home loan to today's low rates from the comfort of your own home. Get started today and let me pay your closing costs. Lock in your low rate before it's too late. Visit rpfunding.com. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing Lender.
Sipping is believing. Come into Dunkin' and get $2 medium lattes and cappuccinos from 2 to 6 p.m. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Excludes signature lattes.
Mortgage rates are still at record lows. Don't miss out. Visit homeloansradio.com and get a free quote.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lynch Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeart radio station. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Thanks so much for tuning in on this gloomy Wednesday afternoon. Clouding right back up. Hopefully we'll have a little cool weather behind this. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack.
Hello there.
And so is Ross.
There's no rules.
Trivia coming up in just a little bit. There are rules, Ross. There are.
Not in my world. There's no rules.
The great Michael Andrew.
And Swingerhead.
Swingerhead Christmas.
I was listening to Christmas. I was working on the computer, so I just played my Christmas soundtrack, and this album is still one of the best Christmas albums of all time.
The recording quality is unreal.
Yeah,
that's the thing I couldn't get over. I talked to him, I think, for about an hour. I remember talking to him. I was like, man, it's so crisp. And, he's just one of those guys that once he gets in the studio, he's not a tyrant by any means, but he does like it to be good. So he's very particular when it comes to the recording of his music.
It's called a Swingerhead Christmas, and this is the one original, but then they do redo the classics, but the arrangements on them are just swinging, and it's so good.
It's a good mood setter for sure,
Yeah.
because it's a different tempo of the most Christmas music that you hear for sure.
Right, if you're having a Christmas party, this would be great music to have on.
Yeah. Who's the toughest person in your crew to buy for?
Chris.
Is it your husband or your fiance? Is it your fiance, Ross?
It was until this year. Until this year, I went out and I crushed it.
You did crush it, but who is it?
So good.
Who is it usually?
It's usually her. Yeah.
It's usually her?
Yeah.
Jack, is your lovely wife the hardest to buy for?
Yeah, well, not to buy for, to have her like it. Yeah.
I think that
what is your hit ratio there? Out of 4 gifts, maybe 1 that she'll enjoy, the other 2 keep the receipts.
I take that. If I can hit on one of them, then it's like, all right, she really likes that one.
I think we've all agreed that for that person that you can't ever seem to find. By the way, let me ask this question. By the way,
wait,
Deb,
who's it for you?
For me, it is my wife.
Right. Okay.
Just simply because, during the year, if she needs something, she goes to get it, and usually it makes it difficult to find something that she actually wants. So this year, I'm like Ross, though. This year, I crushed it.
I feel real good about my performance.
Crushed
We can help.
it.
I feel like we can help you out, Deb, with Chris. You said you don't want to get him Cubs stuff anymore, though. He's a big Chicago Cubs fan.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to switch it up now between the Cubs, the Steelers, UCF Knights.
He's also a professional wrestling fan, though,
Yeah,
right?
WWE stuff.
Hell yeah. Get him like a vintage jock strap.
Oh, jeez.
What's the closest he's ever been to like a big match?
Oh.
Because he has some kind of connections, right?
He's got a lot, actually. It's tough to watch any of them. WWE, NXT, and AEW without him going, yep, he wrestled for me. She wrestled for me.
Sure,
I mean, Byron Sexton from Monday Night Raw is his best friend.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
He'll be the best man at our wedding. So
I'll be damned.
My cologne.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, and
There
I
you
did
go.
find a gift for him this past weekend that I'm very
good.
proud of.
Yeah, very, very good.
Very proud of.
Well, I think we all have that person. By the way, I want to ask this question before I get into the story. Is it, if you have somebody on your list that's within your inner circle that you can't seem to figure out, are lottery tickets bad gifts?
I don't.
Is a okay, let's say I had set a budget at $100 for this person in my family. I was going to spend $100 on this person, and I can't think of anything to actually buy them. I don't want to do the gift card thing because it just seems so impersonal. I don't want to do even gift cards to restaurants or anything like that, But but I know I'm about to say this, but then buying scratch-off tickets, does that seem impersonal?
Well, it's a risk because here a gift card is like, here is something that's something, and it's something. With your lottery tickets, here's something that could be something, or it could be nothing.
Or it could be a lot of something that then you have to decide whether or not you're going to share with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's also, you're not just, according to Jim, I thought I nailed it by giving him a guaranteed scratch-off winner.
Yeah, well, that's because he'd already...
Yeah, you scratched it.
You'd scratched it.
Yeah, but it's a winner.
Yeah, you took the fun.
And that's
Yeah,
what
you
I
took
was
the
about to say.
scratch.
So you're not just giving them scratch-offs, you're also giving them something to scratch. Like you're giving them an experience.
So since Jim looks at like the lottery ticket is the easy way out, I will point out that's what Jim gave me for my birthday.
Yeah. And I got really bad news for you again, buddy.
However,
that's going to be your standard gift. Get ready for it.
The fact that I won and won $100 or $115 was exciting.
And by the way, I still get credit for giving you $100 then.
This is usually my go-to gift for Chris's dad because Bill loves a good contest, a good sweepstakes. So if I were to show up with $100 in scratch-off tickets, he would be more than pleased with that.
Then you have to figure out. Then the thing is, you have to figure out how to break that down. Is it 5 20s? Is it 10 10s?
Right.
Is it 25s? Is it 5 of one,
it's
10 of another?
It's a smattering of them all.
I think you have to have at least 2 $20 scratch-offs in there for it to be valid if you're buying $100. The rest of them you can divide how you feel free, but there have to be at least 2 high rollers
Or why
in
not
there.
walk up to the counter and say, give me the next ticket on each one of them?
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
That's baller, too. That's going to feel good. That's like tipping $10 at Waffle House right there.
I don't care for that crossword one, though. I can't figure it out. Even with the instructions, I wind up just taking it back to the lady at 7-Eleven and saying, tell me if I want anything.
That's why it's the better gift, Jimmy, because some of these will take time, and it's more of an activity for the recipient.
Yeah. What's the age limit? Can I get a 16-year-old scratch-off tickets?
No,
Is that bad?
They have to be 18, I believe.
Or they can be 16 and a liar.
Yeah, or you could cash it for them for a fee.
There
you 15
go.
with a cool
There
uncle.
you go.
Yeah.
Well, somebody had posted on Gym Members about their wife saying, oh, by the way, you're buying me a vacuum for Christmas. And they were like, I think it's a trap. Is
Hey,
this
put
a
that
trap?
on. Will she do it right? Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah. I want a nail gun.
I would tell you, man, I think buying a...
I do. I want a
Do you
nail gun.
really?
I bought myself my 12-volt DeWalt drill last year, and I love it. This year, I want a nail gun.
Well, you need a compressor.
Yeah, do you tell anyone but us? Like, does
I
Chris
did tell
know
Chris,
this?
yeah.
Okay, good.
Because I kept thinking of getting it for him, and I'm like, but I'm the one that's excited about getting a nail gun. Why can't I have fun with power tools?
Getting you power tools is kind of sketchy, though, right?
Oh, I love power tools.
Yeah, I know. That's a problem.
Listen to that octave drop.
Right. And I'd be like, and I love peaceful sleep. Which I don't seem to get now that you have a nail gun.
Well, with picket fences, there's always, as you guys know with homeowners, there's always something that needs fixing.
Sure.
It's the worst.
And it would just make it easier than having to drag out the toolbox and then get out the hammer.
Well, I bring up the lottery ticket for a reason, because this gift actually is kind of a cool thing. And I just found out it was being pushed by iHeart as well, which is kind of unique. Have you heard about the puzzle? The $1 million puzzle?
No.
So this is an actual thing. It's a $1 million puzzle. So it's a 500-piece, or excuse me, I believe it's a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle. And when you put it together, there's a QR code on the puzzle. You scan that QR code, take a picture of the puzzle completed, and then when you log on to the puzzle's parent company, they enter you into a drawing. You can win 25 cents, $5, $10, or $1 million.
Ooh.
What a cool idea, right?
It's a great idea, and it's the only way puzzles are fun.
Right, it would be the only way puzzles are fun. Not a puzzle guy. I'm with you on that, Ross.
Yeah,
I like puzzles.
I don't
But
get
it says they are a great gift. We used to give them to our kids, and they actually loved them. We had a board. We would do the puzzles, then glue them to the board, then build the frame and the whole 9 yards. We had a couple of them until we started shooting them with paintball guns. Says that you buy the 3-pack. It's $79.99, and it's a 3-pack. And each one of those puzzles, I guess, has that QR code, and you could win from 25 cents up to $1 million. Pretty cool idea.
What do you enjoy about puzzles? You're fixing something, and then you just put it back in the box. I don't.
It's just something to waste time, I guess, or just to pass the time.
Finding that feeling when you you kind of figure out what piece you're looking for, and you find it, and then you put it in, and it just slides it so perfectly, like only the right piece would. It's like, yes.
You always do the edges first.
Yeah.
Always do the edges
border.
first, and then build in. It says, by the way, there are no losers. So every single puzzle will win something. I mean, whether it be that $1, $5, whatever the case may be. I can only guess there's probably one $1 million puzzle out there. It's called Mischief, but it takes all the vowels out. MSCHF is the puzzle. It's called the $1 million puzzle. If you want to check that out, you can actually buy it online. $75.99 gets you 3 of the puzzles, and every one of them, I believe, can register you into that $1 million drawing.
Not a bad deal.
I mean, it's a really good Christmas gift.
Well, someone else had a couple of really great ideas, Jimmy.
Which is?
One person had texted us at 77031 and said that their brother-in-law one year bought like a tiny one of those small Christmas trees and had $100 worth of scratch-off tickets hanging from it for Christmas one year. Said it was freaking awesome. But then someone else texted about a website where you can send something called a surprise box, where you fill out a survey on what your loved ones like, and then they fill the box with those liked items.
They do that with that website we were talking about yesterday, that unclean baggage website. By the way, if you want to go and check that out, yesterday we found out that all of the lost luggage goes to one warehouse in Scottsboro, Arizona, and they set up an online store. If you want to go click through and check that out, it's actually a really neat idea. Just go to JimCorbettLive.com. You can click through. So it's kind of the same thing, right? I mean, it's... they just go and shop the old stuff that they find on planes. Nice stuff, too.
Yeah, exactly.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Our good buddy Scott Maxwell up next from the Orlando Sentinel. Let's find out what he's thinking. We'll do that right after this.
The only thing we ask, make it good. Please. 407-916-1041. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Heavy traffic from a crash heading east on I-4 between 417 and 46. The left lane is still blocked here. We're still seeing delays, too, between Conroy Road and OBT. Westbound a solid ride, too, between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. And we're still seeing slowdowns between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Heavy traffic south on 429 approaching I-4. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa.
Now, every Tuesday, Wawa Rewards members get any size hot coffee or handcrafted iced coffee for free. All you have to do is sign up for Wawa Rewards. Free Coffee Tuesdays. Good mornings start at Wawa.
Our question of the day is posted. It's on Twitter at Jim Colbert Show. You can vote there. And it's brought to you by We Are Not the Banks. Thanks to Brad Siebert and his team for sponsoring our Twitter poll each and every day that we do that. And all year long, you know, with We Are Not the Banks, a direct mortgage lender, mortgages made easy. This is what they do. They're not the banks. They're better than the banks because their sole focus is either getting you the mortgage for your next home or refinancing the mortgage for the home you currently live in. Maybe you want to take advantage of these low rates before you see them rise next year. You can do that at wearenotthebanks.com. Brad and the team work with all types of buyers with all types of loans for all your mortgage needs. I did my refi with We Are Not the Banks several years ago, and it was a great experience. You can go online to wearenotthebanks.com. Get started today. It's NMLS ID number 205696, Equal Opportunity Lender.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 brought to you by Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm.
Can you believe the year's almost over? Hey, this is R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi. Most businesses count on strong fourth quarter sales. We sure do, and I got a big problem, and I need to catch up. Right now, I'm paying over appraised value for any car. Even if it's really old, I want it. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $6,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Save big and get more. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. And all RCL Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Plus, my Love It or Exchange It program will keep you happy. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So even if you've heard no in the past, my dealer next door credit approval process can help you get approved with lower rates and smaller payments. So come into my fourth quarter catch-up sale today. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. New car pricing plus tax tag $8.99 admin fee. Dealer retains all rebates.
Wow, I've got a whole 5 minutes before my next call. What should I do? Grab a snack? Nah. Text with mom? That's more than a 5-minute proposition. I have been looking at getting a new bank account. Is that even possible?
Can't believe you have extra time? You won't believe what you can do with it. Open a Regions checking account online in as little as 5 minutes. Then enjoy award-winning service and banking tools and tech that help you live in the moment. Learn more at regions.com/live in the moment. Regions Bank, member FDIC.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
If you're making big decisions like refinancing or buying your first home, maybe doing some debt consolidation, go to homeloansradio.com. Work with that mortgage guy, Don, and then listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, Orlando remodeling pros. Start estimating faster and win more jobs with Houzz Pro software. That's Houzz Pro. With Houzz Pro, you can create and send professional estimates in just minutes from the office or the field. Local labor and material costs are included to help you stay competitive. Plus, invoicing and online payments are built right in. So go to Houzz Pro, that's Houzz Pro, online or in the App Store, and sign up for free today.
The waffle breakfast sandwich at Racetrack. Right now, you can get a waffle breakfast sandwich, and I've had them before. They're fantastic, and they are specially made by the Racetrack Chef. How do I know there's a Racetrack Chef? Because I did a Zoom call with him. He's real. He's nice. He cares about the food. And I love the food at Racetrack. But that's just one of the awesome things about this holiday season coming up is that we get new stuff. The new waffle breakfast sandwich. It's sweet waffles, savory sausage, egg and cheese, and it's very hearty. If you know me, I love a hearty breakfast. Racetrack. Grab whatever gets you going.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
When I met you in the summer.
It's time to live it up again. Be first to cruise on MSC Seashore, debuting in Miami in November. Relax in the stunning infinity pool. Indulge at our alfresco dining venues. Discover again at our new private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, named Best New Cruise Destination. Cruise the Caribbean on MSC Seashore from Miami. Enjoy flexible booking changes and free balcony upgrades. Call your travel advisor or visit msccruises.com. Restrictions apply. MSC Cruises, a world of discovery.
This is Danny Shapiro, host of Family Secrets. The thing about Family Secrets is that we all have them. I mean, everybody. The pod now has over 22 million downloads. It turns out so many of us can relate. I'm so excited to share 10 extraordinary stories with you. I hope you'll join me and my amazing guests for this new season of Family Secrets. This is our best season yet. Listen and subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
We've all heard of Rudolph and his shiny nose, and we all know Frosty who's made out of snow. But all of those Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, small and brown, he comes from you. Sit on the toilet, here he comes.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. I can only assume this song's being played, so there's only one person that could be joining us.
It's a family classic, Jimmy.
It really is. Every Wednesday around this time, our good friend Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel joins us to talk about what's happening out there. You can find him Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and always online at Scott_Maxwell on Twitter. Scott, how are you?
Are you calling him Mr. Hanky?
Yeah,
Mr.
no,
Hanky?
that's definitely whenever 14 or 15 Maxwells to get together for the holidays, it is all about Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Sure.
I do remember him. My favorite part of Hanky, if memory serves, was that he left little skid marks everywhere. He bounced around.
Yeah. There was evidence that he had been there. Let's
I
just say it
swear
that
I
way.
was thinking about that today when I played it the first time, thinking, I think that's my favorite part. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He left a trail.
I have to tell you, I remember watching some of those original South Park episodes, and that may be as hard as I've laughed in my entire life.
I'm a
at some of those
Towley
shows.
guy. You like Towley?
Towley?
Do you know about Towley?
Towley, yeah.
Towley?
Mhm.
The genetic, like, born in a lab towel that smokes weed? That's
I don't
my
remember
favorite.
that one.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite South Park character.
And then those guys went on to make their impression on Broadway. I'm sure most people know they were the Book of Mormon guys.
Yeah, the Book of Mormon guys, and of course they did that movie that was that almost got us in a war.
What?
The one with
Team America.
Yeah, the one about North Korea. Scott, how's it going, buddy? How's things been?
I am doing great. Do I understand? Is this our last show, or is this like our Christmas episode?
This is kind of our Christmas episode. Well, you won't be back until after the new year, January 5th, I believe. You will have your next appearance.
Oh, that's a lot of time. I would have brought gifts if I'd not. So my apologies for that.
Some scratch offs, maybe.
Did you? Yeah. Have you already done that?
What, all my shopping?
No, for each other. Aren't you doing some?
We do
gift
that
swaps
Friday.
today?
Yeah, we do
That's
that
what
Friday.
I heard you talking about it. I remember Ross getting stressed out about Jim at times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what ammunition he wants.
Yes, 9mm is fine.
All right.
That'll do it for sure. Scott, is your shopping done?
No.
Really, Scott?
It's largely done.
Scott, you hit me as a guy who gets it done in like October, buddy.
I was doing some of it last night.
Were you?
Oh, that's a look of panic.
Jim's question
on the computer, yelling at the screen, what the hell, USPS? December 29th doesn't do me a damn bit of good.
Come on, Lovejoy, get it here.
Right.
Hey, what about Jimmy was asking, who's the hardest person to buy for? Is it Mrs. Maxwell?
No, she's got a few standbys, although I think I heard Jim last week saying that one of the things my wife likes to get every year is the lamest gift a guy can ever give a woman.
That doesn't sound like something I'd say.
It sounds exactly like something he'd say.
Spa time, I believe. Jim said was the lame.
That is if there is a default, male gift to a female that means something,
it's a massage.
It is the day spa.
What if she wants it?
Yeah,
well
that's she expects it.
Yeah. Well, expects it one thing. I mean, I bet if you surprise her with a cruise or something else, that she would learn how to expect that too.
Well, there's a couple of tricks and surprises up the sleeve. She's in the other room right now, so I'll have to wait until January to tell you what those were. Yeah.
Is this thing a big thing for you guys? The gift giving thing? I know in our family for the longest time. My mother-in-law loses her mind. I mean, it's like a movie character when Christmas morning hits. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, no, that was our family. We're insane. My family was the Griswolds on steroids. We would get up before sunrise, like 6:30, and we would go with presents until, I don't know, like 10 and take a break and then have breakfast. And it wasn't even that there were so many gifts, though there were a lot of gifts. It was that every present was opened one at a time.
Right.
And we'd discuss it and where did it come from and what are you going to do with it? And I've just always kind of loved it. My dad got really into it, and Christmas is always just a big deal at our house.
We would do that too. Every year in our family, someone is designated the gift passer-outer. And we have a Santa hat, and that year we will designate, my father-in-law, my son, myself, one of the girls or whatever. They are responsible for digging the gifts from under the Christmas tree and handing them to the person that it belongs to. Then usually we stack them up, and then of course, like you say, we'll take our turns, open them up so everybody can kind of admire what everybody's getting and say the proper thank yous. Do you guys?
And then you get to the point where you're like, how many's everybody got left? All right, everybody
exactly.
Get down to 3 so we can have the final rounds being at the same time. Ross, did you just say you'd like to be the gift giver at the Jim Colbert family Christmas?
Yeah, we talked about it, and he asked me a couple days ago, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be there.
Yeah, that was never mentioned. But anyway.
I would like to see the live cam of that one.
We all would.
Merry Christmas, man!
Shows up in his pajamas.
Here's one for Taylor.
Yeah, exactly. I've got Ross in a onesie for sure.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
And that's not even Christmas morning thing.
Yeah. Butt
That's
flap.
just his love for Dr. Seuss.
I'm a big fan of butt flaps.
Hey, before we get into what you wrote about, I wanted to ask you a question we kind of posed a little bit earlier. Did you hear the story about that CNN producer who used to work for Cuomo who got busted with the BDSM training class for kids?
Oh, no, I missed like every word you just said. All disturbing.
So there was a producer that worked for CNN for a while, and actually CNN, to their credit, actually did put the story up the day it broke at the top because I was going to get at them if they didn't. But basically, this producer who worked shoulder to shoulder with Chris Cuomo for many, many years on their outside shots and a lot of other shots for CNN. I think it was there 8-9 years. Just found out that this guy was like a BDSM master, and it offered his services to teach kids, young girls, how to be subservient to their master. And parents would actually do it. Parents who were into this lifestyle would bring their daughters to him and go through this quote-unquote class. And the reason why I brought that up is because, those people probably are sure they knew this guy inside and out. And I posed the question on our show, who do you think has the biggest secret on our show? Like if we were to drop our biggest secret, which one would be the most shocking?
I have to tell you, that's not even close for me. It's Deb.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not even.
It's not even close for me. It's Bradshaw without question.
Bradshaw.
I don't even think it's buried that deep. I think it's like 1.5 Heinekens into her, and she'd be like, I killed 4 people.
The thing is with Deb is I think that if Deb had something like that 3 years of us sitting in the room, we talk about a lot of stuff, that it would have accidentally, like a hint of it would have popped out, but there has been nothing like that. Deb's relatively transparent. Ross is as well. Jack is not. Jack
he always averts his eyes at the most critical moment when you're about to gather. Now he's just dropped his head because he's smiling because he knows I'm right.
Jack is coated with that radar absorbing stuff they put on those stealth planes.
Look into my eyes, Bradshaw.
Can't do it.
To take your point, though, I have always said you cannot bank on much about me. But one thing you can bank on me is you're never going to catch me on the evening news when one of my friends or coworkers gets arrested going, I never would have expected. Because you don't know people.
Yeah, you don't.
People don't know people. I'm always baffled by people who go out to like lunch or dinner with somebody once and like, he's a good guy. No, he's a family guy. You don't know squat. You know what he wanted you to hear for about 55 minutes over Hillstones while the sun was setting and you were drinking old fashions. Come the hell on.
Right. It's so great. But that's the truth.
Go on, Scott Maxwell.
Listen, it's the truth. We were going one after, and listen, the texting service lit up. Well, like people are like, yeah, found out my parents were swingers when I was in my 4th year of college.
And they were conservative Baptist ministers their whole life. You forgot that part of the text message.
Right. All that stuff.
91-year-old boss told the guy who's a cross-dresser.
Is there somebody in your circle that you would not be shocked if something really kind of sketchy dropped and you're like, oh, well, yeah, I
Makes
get it.
total sense.
Oh my God. I work in a newspaper. The entire newsroom is like the sixth season of American Horror Story, Freak Show. I mean, we are a bunch of misfits in general. So yeah, virtually, I don't know if there's anybody who would surprise me, frankly.
What is the number one vice of journalists? Is it alcoholism? Is it cigarettes?
It used to be both of those things.
I was going to say, do you have to make a choice?
I think in our business it's cocaine, right? Isn't that the thing for years in radio that was just like coke?
That's maybe in South Florida, but I don't know.
Phillips used to tell stories about doing blow off the dashboard of the news truck, dude. I mean,
and that's what else was a music director expecting from a record company to put that record on the air was a little something in the sleeve.
I'm just happy you can still do that here. Right?
Yeah, you all actually, I kind of feel like are still in one of the few businesses where you can get away with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Ross is an entertainer and a comic. I mean, you guys have a lot of. I mean, is the comic thing? Is it mostly an alcohol thing or is it a weed thing now?
I mean, it's an everything, man.
Yeah, it's an everything. All the vices.
Yeah, I know. I've seen and not done a lot of things.
Well, I would imagine in comedy, there's got to be just a boatload of weed because anxiety just eats up those people, and you got a few hits of that's going to maybe mellow that out a bit.
Yeah, that's your experience.
That's an interesting thing, though. I mean, with Wall Street, we've known that Wall Street, their vice is cocaine, right? That's been glamorized in movies since the 80s. What about realtors? It's got to be alcohol, right? Realtors have alcohol problems.
That's one of the cliches, but you also get the impression of some Red Bull and that kind of some uppers to keep them going. You know?
Maybe a little. I don't know about the
Ritalin crowd.
Hey, is there any other profession we can slander right before Christmas?
Listen, we're just talking about actual stuff here, Scott. We're talking about facts.
Okay, all right.
I'll send you the stories later. So let's talk about a story. The story that you wrote today. This is continuing on the Florida Power and Light Fund that we've been having. Firstly, they get linked up with people who are connected with that dark money coming out of South Florida, putting fake candidates up against candidates to ensure wins or take votes away from other candidates. That went from Miami all the way up here to Orlando and the surrounding areas. And now we find out there's a possibility, or this is a confirmed thing, that they were offering jobs to commissioners to get them out of the way of buying other utilities. I mean, this has been a bad month.
Yeah, if you're working in the FPL comm shop, it's you're going to need some of those substances we were just talking about. I would think that one of the things that I find fascinating about this most recent one, or interesting, I should say, is the first story about the ghost candidates. That's confusing. We've talked about how that's confusing. Right. This new story, it's not confusing. There was a utility owned by Jacksonville, just like we have OUC. They had a city-owned utility in Jacksonville. It looks like some plants were involved, including someone from the mayor up there who said, I got an idea. Why don't we sell off our utility? And maybe somebody would like to make a ton of money with it. I don't know, maybe FPL. And there was one council member, at least, who was very vocal and saying, why would we do this? We have a nonprofit, utility that's serving our citizens well. Over my dead body, are we going to sell this plant to FPL or anybody else? And he comes to confirm, after we get a box of documents shipped to the Sentinel, that he was offered a job of about $240,000 to follow his passion. In his case, it was leading a nonprofit group to decriminalize medical marijuana. The only restriction was he had to resign from the city council in exchange for taking it. And it turns out that job offer was coordinated by operatives who had been working with at some point in time FPL, or nonprofits that had been funded by operatives. There's always this sort of step or two of distance between us. It's always dots from one to the other. And part of what I wrote about today was, they've had all these connections with these shady groups, and FPL penned I'm going to submit just a dreadful op-ed where they got pretty indignant about it. And they said, how dare you connect us with all these dark money groups that we've been involved with, or our people or our operatives have been involved with. And the thing I said to them in an email is, I said, why are you involved with these people? Because you will never in your life have to answer a question about your connections to a dark money group if you don't have connections to a dark money group. And they act like it's impossible to go through life without it. I'm going to submit that probably none of the four of you have ever funded an operative from an out-of-state cartel that needed to go fund a dark money group. I think it's possible.
They're just taking part in the American political process like any one of us can do.
Well, we just found out Deb's secret.
Yeah. So let me ask, and the interesting part of this, as I read your story, is, and I guess the thing that's the most like bombastic is nothing they did is actually illegal.
I don't know if that's been determined yet. That is certainly what they've argued. I don't think we've alleged anything has been illegal, because we are very careful about what we write. But yes, that is what they say. There is, however, a federal investigation. If a public official was offered something of value in exchange for taking an action, that could be considered some kind of bribery, but I don't know that anyone's even alleged that.
Offering somebody a job is not a bribe. I mean,
if it's contingent upon you taking an action.
Is that in writing somewhere? Because if that's not in writing somewhere, and I go, Scott, you know what? I got to tell you, I think you're a wonderful journalist, and I'm telling you, you've done a wonderful job investigating the company I own and work for. Matter of fact, so much so, we want you to work for us. How would you like to make $500,000? It's a 5-year deal, guaranteed. The money is in the bank. What do you say, Scott? We would love to write our what's the word, Ross? When you do the business commercials, what's that called? There's a word for it for actors.
Prom? I don't know. I don't.
Pitch the.
But anyway, you get the idea that you just write copy for us for the company. So that I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not asking you to stop investigating. All I'm saying is that to do your job for my company, though, you're not going to be able to work for the Sentinel anymore. I'm going to need you 24 hours a day. You're going to be on call, so you'll have to quit that job. But you can make a lot of money with us. That's not illegal.
There are. Let me say two things. First of all, there are some things in writing. That's how we ended up contacting this council member, because we got dumped these documents that seem to have come from people connected to the operatives that said, hey, this might be a way to get this guy to not be a problem anymore. So there was that. And then we run and ask him, and he basically confirms it. But to your point, you're right about it being really hard to prove corruption. And one of the reasons it's hard is because the politicians write the damn laws and make it hard for them to convict themselves. And the best example, and you'll get me torqued up when I start talking about this one, is they have a level that they have to cross with a lot of political corruption crimes that says intent, that says you can't just destroy a public record and that be a crime. You have to knowingly or willfully have known that you shouldn't have done that. And that's a big load of crap, because there is no other crime in America that works like that. Prosecutors don't ask some guy who stole a TV, hey, now we need to know, did you know it was illegal to steal the TV? Yeah. Because if you didn't, we're not going to be able to prosecute you.
You can get prosecuted for an armed robbery of a bank without actually having a gun. You can put your finger in your hoodie's pocket and point it like the old days, like you're faking you have a gun, and you will go to jail as if you had a 9mm loaded and ready to go.
My father suffered no fools, and he did not believe in any of his kids making excuses. And one of the things he said to us early on in our life was, ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law. I.e., don't try to claim you didn't know it was 45 when you were driving 60. You still broke the damn law. My dad was right about life, except when it comes to corruption and political things. Then, as long as you claim you were ignorant of the laws you sometimes wrote, by the way, as long as you claim you were ignorant, you're not going to be prosecuted.
So, Scott, talk to me about this FPL thing when it comes to like finding the answers. Where do we go from here? So now we have some legitimate evidence that looks like these guys are offering jobs to people who are standing in their way of making business deals they want to make because that particular commissioner does not want to do the deal. And obviously it's going to be advantageous to somebody or they wouldn't make the move. They wouldn't be offering this cat $250,000 if there was not some money to be made behind it. What happens next?
Well, and every time for legal purposes, I need to stress that it was the third parties were involved. There were operatives that were involved in these things. But there is, in this case, an ongoing federal investigation. And I feel a little bit more confident that the feds are looking at this than I would that the state was, because this is another theme we've talked about before. But it's worth noting the state is not investigating any of this. The state has not been investigating any of the FPL, to the best of our knowledge. The state has not been investigating the ghost candidates until we pushed it. So right now, there is a federal investigation involving both the Department of Justice and FBI into this.
Let me ask you real quick. We only have a few minutes here left. So if the state does not investigate this and the feds have to come in to do it, do the feds at that point also look at the state and why they didn't investigate something? Is that part of a federal investigation, why it wasn't looked at?
That's a fair question. I don't think I've seen that before.
Right.
I don't, like, for instance, we didn't see that in the Joel Greenberg stuff. Ooh, and by the way, I'm going to switch topics, but it's related. I don't know if you remember, but we did a show, and I actually checked the date this morning. I think it was back in August, where I posed, why the hell is Seminole County not going after all the money Joel Greenberg had taken? Because there was a report, and there was no indication that they had been going after it. Well, to their credit, we had, again, no indication that this county was doing that at the time. You may have seen yesterday, the county did decide to go after it, and Joel Greenberg, according to his attorney, agreed to return, it was damn near close to $2 million.
Yeah, $1.9 million.
You know what? If you go after this stuff, it's amazing what you can accomplish on behalf of taxpayers who are the victims in this case.
I don't know. Are you sure the county needs $1.9 million?
I think they need it more than Joel Greenberg needs it.
Yeah, it's just a little joke there for sure. They need it. Of course they do. Scott, as always, we love hearing from you. Love talking to you.
Jimmy,
have a great holiday. Yes, sir.
That's your money, too. Seminole County taxpayer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
My money. I'm a taxpayer up there, too. Yep.
Yeah, you're a slumlord, though.
Oh, my God. What a shot. What a shot.
Slumlord.
Is that your secret, that you're a slumlord?
You know, my neighborhood is Jim's old neighborhood. Do you know that?
It is. And we'll all know about his other property when that first article in January, Scott purges himself of everything that is going on in his life.
That's right. Yeah. The next time we talk, I will have done my annual disclosure for the
which is a fascinating read, by the way.
It really is.
Yeah.
I would never tell anybody how much money I make.
No, and he has to say the same things, but in different ways. And how he manages to do that, this guy is a wordsmith.
All right, buddy. Have a great holiday. Hey, let's try to get together during this break, all right? And have some whiskey.
Merry Christmas to you all. Do not mess with Deb. I don't think you want to.
Do not mess with Deb. For sure. There is the great Scott Maxwell, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays in the Orlando Sentinel. Every day on Twitter at Scott_Maxwell. It's an absolute must. Get the paper. Subscribe today. You got to have it for people like Scott, people like Amy Drew Thompson, all the great writers, Mike Bianchi, who's also a talent here with us at iHeart. All the great writing, all the great coverage that you get that doesn't get covered by the news stations because it's not salacious enough. That's what the Sentinel does. They pick up those stories that the station doesn't want to pick, so you can actually get the great writing and the information about the city you live in,
including this dark money story. Yeah, you wouldn't see that anywhere else, and it would just be politics as usual in Florida.
Absolutely, Scott. As always, have a great one, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys. Happy holidays.
All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up. Trivia's next.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Nomi Health.
The two favorites to bring home the MVP award this season are two of the older starting quarterbacks in the league, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Brady is first in passing yards and our highest rated quarterback at PFF. Rodgers, however, is first in passer rating and touchdown to interception ratio. Each quarterback has 3 MVPs already on the resume, so winning a fourth would put them all alone in second. I'm Chris Collinsworth.
Nomi Health is now providing same-day COVID-19 testing in Orlando. Quick and convenient drive-through testing is available with no out-of-pocket cost. To register and find the site near you, visit nomihealth.com/FL. That's nomihealth.com/FL. Get tested today with Nomi Health.
All times. That's why the preventive maintenance plan at Mills Air is an absolute must. These guys have been doing it since 1992. 29 years of experience here in Central Florida, keeping you nice and cool. Their techs know all the brands inside and out. You don't have to worry about what kind of AC you have in your garage. These guys know how to fix it, and chances are have the parts with them to fix it while they're there. You won't get better service for sure, and not to mention they're Carrier Factory authorized dealers. That means up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and certainly turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today. Schedule your appointment, 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. It's millsair.com.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture, electronics, and appliances. But at Conn's Home Plus this holiday season, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life, and you've got to see it to believe it. Top brands, we have them. Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Huge product selection and hot holiday deals? Of course. Plus, get next-day delivery options and personalized financing. Discover life's added value at Conn's Home Plus, your Big Bow gift headquarters. Shop now and save big on everything on your list. Only at Conn's Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
Save money by doing it yourself with Fence Outlet's low-maintenance vinyl fence in a box. It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet. From hardware to concrete, you get everything you need. Go to fenceoutlet.com.
This year has been scary. My mom and dad didn't always have a lot of money to buy food. Some nights we went to bed hungry. But thanks to some really good people, this holiday will be extra special because we can have a big meal as a family. Give the gift of hope. For every $1 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 4 meals for a family like mine. Help today at feedhopenow.org. Second Harvest Food Bank. Fighting hunger. Feeding hope.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Offices Altamont Springs.
At T-Mobile, we're bringing it all together for the holidays with great deals for everyone. Like right now, you can get the perfect pairing, the new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. You can capture your favorite moments with the most advanced iPhone camera ever.
Wow, the whole family looks great. Perfect for our holiday cards.
And you can get a pair of AirPods to gift.
Now I can listen to my favorite songs on repeat without driving my family nuts.
And the perfect pairing is just the start. You can also get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus.
Gather around, people. The morning show isn't going to watch itself.
Hurry in to T-Mobile this holiday season because both new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers can get the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods on us with eligible trade-in on our Max plan. And you'll even get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus because together we holiday. Only at T-Mobile.
Phone via 30-monthly bill credits and AirPods Gen 2 after rebate via prepaid card for well-qualified buyers plus tax. 1 per account. Balance on required finance agreements due. If you cancel service, call before canceling to continue remaining credits on phone. Apple TV Plus renews at $4.99 per month after first year unless you cancel. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. And hello to decking my cart with lots of winning. Right now, USDA Choice Bone-In Rib Roasts are just $5.99 a pound. Woo, that price has got me grinning. And 3-pound bags of Halo Mandarins are just $4.99. Hey, that's one fresh win. The perfect feast for all my cravings. And I'm scoring points toward free groceries. Winn-Dixie is the most rewarding place to shop. Winn-Dixie, it's a win-win. Price is valid through December 24th at Winn-Dixie Rewards. See store for details.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. Cancerscreeninfo.com.
Wesley had IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Coming after my house, my car. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
Wesley called Optima Tax Relief.
Oh, they were great people. Optima Tax. They know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-682-9928. 800-682-9928. Optima Tax Relief. For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
So when is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans? Well, right now at Off Lease Only. I know my wife and I just bought a car from Off Lease Only last month. It's a great time to buy. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of used cars, trucks, SUVs, or vans. Other places have low inventory, but not at Off Lease Only. Nearly 4,000 of the nicest, nearly new 2017 through 2021 vehicles on the lot right now. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that is arriving daily, plus your trade-in is wanted. So it's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Financing is available for all types of credit, and you can get pre-qualified on their website right now at offleaseonly.com. You can call them at 407-222-CARS or swing by their massive state-of-the-art location and take a test drive. It's just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Take a break from the flame war. Your racist brother-in-law isn't going anywhere. Real Radio Orlando on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah, we like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey guys, don't forget, if you want to grab your Jim Colbert Show's spices and rubs, we have them for sale at JimColbertLive.com. 3 flavors that you're absolutely going to love: pork, chicken, and steak. I'm getting Facebook messages, people getting their spices in the mail, and I'm just absolutely dying to try them. You can do the same thing, man. It's very cool. They're awesome. The flavors are really good. They go well on all those meats and plenty of other cool stuff as well. That's JimColbertLive.com. Pork, chicken, and beef waiting for you now. It's the all rub series. We'll send them to you. Just get them to us. Get our orders in. We're going to send a big order out on Friday, so make sure you do that. That way we can ensure it gets to you by Christmas. If you have a fan of the program that likes the show and you want to grab it for them, I'll send it directly to them. Just make sure you include that address in your Venmo payment. That's all you got to do. JimColbertLive.com. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross and Deb are here as well. Speaking of Ross, let's get the old sauce jar.
You, sir, over there, all aboard. You, sir. Oh, I apologize. You have an affliction. Right this way, sir. I have a beautiful pair of tickets to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's right. This is my new Christmas tradition.
Yeah?
This is an absolute blast. I'm also going Saturday. I can't wait.
Really?
Oh, my God.
You're an addict, man.
I'm an addict, man. I want to see someone violin 80 feet up in the air next to some $1 million lights, Jim.
Do you think that there's anybody who buys a ticket to this that thinks the whole band is trans?
And Siberian? Or maybe they used to be Siberian?
It's just usually the Siberian Orchestra, but they got a whole new thing now.
It's a big deal. That's right. They have 2 shows this Saturday coming down December 18th. Tickets are on sale now over at the box office and online at Ticketmaster. This is, of course, them back celebrating 25 years of Christmas Eve and other stories. That's right. It's story-driven. It is so awesome. It is super cool, and it really gives you the vibes of Christmas, which is the whole point of this bad boy. Go to this show. You will not be disappointed. That is your Sauce Jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Support a locally family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company, and if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll get a discount. So book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Jim, back to you.
Thanks so much, Deb. Ross, goes first today, buddy?
Let's welcome Dennis on line 2.
Dennis, line 2. What's going on, Dennis? How you doing, buddy? Dennis.
Hello.
Dennis, you there?
Hey, Dennis, what's going on, buddy?
I'm ready to play a game. Win some tickets.
Very good. Let's do it then.
Want to play a game?
All right, Dennis. Super easy game here. Got a question for you. 4 answers. One of them is a lie. If you can find it, I will send you to the sauce jar, and off you go to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Incredible show. Man, I've been touring Orlando for damn near 20 years, it seems like. Maybe even, it's got to be that long, right? 15, 18 years, something like that?
Been a while.
Anyway, here
25.
we go, buddy. 35 years?
25.
Oh, very good. All right. On this day in 1979, the board game Trivial Pursuit was invented. Here are 3 fun facts about Trivial Pursuit and 1 lie that will never stop its mindless search. Number 1, Trivial Pursuit was invented by 2 Canadian newspaper editors while playing Scrabble. Number 2, the artwork was created by an 18-year-old out-of-work marketing employee. Number 3, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the best-selling special edition of Trivial Pursuit. And lastly, the prototype of the game cost $75,000 to make. Which of those is a lie?
I'll go with number 2.
Number 2 is absolutely true. The artwork for Trivial Pursuit was created by an 18-year-old out-of-work marketing employee. By the way, he invested 5 shares. That's what they were doing when they were creating the money for Trivial Pursuit. He bought 5 shares. The shares made him enough money to start his own marketing company in Toronto, and it's still open to this day.
Whoa.
Kind of cool, huh?
I just really like cursive. Let's
Who's
welcome David. It's biblical.
David, line
5.
There you go, Dave. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show.
I'm awesome. So excited.
Right on, buddy. All right, here we go. We're talking about Trivial Pursuit. It was invented on this day. Number 1, Trivial Pursuit was invented by 2 Canadian newspaper editors while playing Scrabble. Number 2, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the best-selling special edition of Trivial Pursuit. And lastly, the prototype of the game cost $75,000 to make.
The last one.
No, that's absolutely true. The prototype cost $75,000. And here's another fun, little interesting fact. The guy's mom wanted to leverage everything she owned to give him all the money, and he would not let her do it. And because he didn't let her do it, it cost her millions of dollars in share value and dividends.
Ooh.
Who's next?
Let's welcome Chastity.
Chastity, line.
Hey.
There you are. How you doing, dear?
Yes. Good. How are you?
Good, man. You got a 50-50 shot here at winning tickets to go see Trans-Siberian. We're talking about Trivial Pursuit. Tell me the winner here. Here we go. Number 1, Trivial Pursuit was invented by 2 Canadian newspaper editors while playing Scrabble. Or lastly, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the best-selling special edition of Trivial Pursuit.
I'm going to go with number 2.
And you're going straight to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Whoa! That is the answer.
Yay! I had a feeling that most people would assume that was true, so go with it. So.
That's right. You're a winner. Very good technique there. All right, so let's get you on hold. Thank you very much for playing. These guys will get all your information, and off we go. A couple things before we find out what's up for Ross Thoughts. The guys who invented the game were sued in 1984 by a guy who wrote trivia books. He basically said, hey, you're just taking my trivia questions out of my books and putting them in your game. He lost, and it actually was a precedent case that established trivia questions could not be copyrighted.
Wow.
So know that. You cannot copyright a trivia question. If you come up with a great one and you say it, it's just out there for grabs. There are over 50 special editions, including Power Ranger, Rolling Stones, country music themed games as well. By the way, the Marvel Cinematic wasn't the number 1 selling special edition. What do you think is?
Star Wars.
No, it's Star Wars is 9th.
Whoa.
Oh, Disney. Disney.
Disney's not even in the top 10. What? Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah.
Harry Potter's the number 1 selling Trivial Pursuit game. The classic game is still the best selling of all time. But I believe actually the Star Wars, when you consider the special editions, because they have like a Ruby edition, a 40th year anniversary edition. Those aren't special themed editions. I think Star Wars comes in like 3rd or 4th there. And then lastly, how much do you think Trivial Pursuit has earned in sales since its inception?
Who's going to go first?
$1 billion. I'll go 750 million. That's a dumbass answer. Come on.
$2 billion.
$2 billion is the dead right answer. Woo! Exactly on the nuts, Deb. You're a winner. All right, Ross, what's coming up for thoughts?
Guys, we need to talk about ornaments. We also need to talk about some other things, but mainly ornaments.
All right, let's talk about ornaments next. You sound
overcome by holiday spirits.
I don't know what to say, except it's Christmas and...
Or it could be a stomach virus. We are not sure.
We're all in misery.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality and lowest price.
Well, officials have finally cleared this accident eastbound on I-4 between 417 and State Road 46, but it has left behind some really heavy traffic, so heads up here. We're still stop and go westbound, too. Between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, heavy traffic continues south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4, and a serious crash coming in on Old Winter Garden Road at Dorsia Road. Avoid this area. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is paid for by NHTSA.
It can happen easily. A few drinks become a few too many. It's time to go, and you think of calling for a ride home. Nah, what's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Joe Bonamassa, hailed as one of the world's greatest guitar players. Blues rock titan Joe Bonamassa. Performing live on Tuesday, February 15th at Dr. Phillips Center. Tickets on sale now at drphillipscenter.org. Joe Bonamassa. Don't miss your chance to experience the guitar event of the year.
Rising natural gas prices and colder weather are leading to higher energy bills for many this winter. Duke Energy can help you prepare now. Visit our website for no or low-cost energy saving tips to help lower your bill. You'll also find other helpful resources, such as information about installment plans and financial assistance for qualified customers. For more, visit duke-energy.com/winterbill. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
The holiday savings continue at International Diamond Center with special zero-interest financing now through Christmas Eve. Everyone's loving this because it's easy to splurge. Just pick any item at IDC, get the guaranteed best price, and spread your payments over 5 years with zero-interest charges. How about a $4,000 pair of elegant diamond stud earrings? You pay just $67 a month. Or a $6,000 designer bracelet with matching earrings, just $100 a month with nothing down. Eternity bands, fashion rings, colored gemstone jewelry, all new designer jewelry, stackable rings, Cuban link necklaces. Our showcases are packed with jewelry you can't get anywhere else. Find the perfect gift with a perfect pay plan. 5 years, zero interest financing. You can even finance the sales tax. Last minute shoppers? No problem. IDC will make you a hero. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to splurge like never before on that perfect holiday gift for the one you love. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. On approved credit, details at shopidc.com.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
Now that the kids are getting older, we needed to get a fence installed because we don't want them wandering into the lake in our backyard, and we most certainly did not want the alligators crawling into our backyard either. So once we called, they came and they surveyed our yard. They showed us what the options were, and within a couple of weeks, they installed the fence, and we were good to go. I'm glad we picked Fence Outlet. They did a really good job.
See for yourself. Go to fenceoutlet.com. That's fenceoutlet.com.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat.
What can we make fresh for you today?
The delight of not having to cook, and instead, letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard, like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a precise temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Scoop the slow-churned custard into a cup, add milk and whatever flavor you're craving. Real strawberry, mint, peanut butter. Commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us.
Welcome to Delicious.
Fence Outlet's Fence in a Box saves you money on a gorgeous aluminum fence for as low as $2,571. You get all the materials you need to complete an average backyard of 120 feet with a gate included. They make it so easy. Go to fenceoutlet.com.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. cancerscreeninfo.com.
Wesley had IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Coming after my house, my car. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
Wesley called Optima Tax Relief.
Oh, they were great people. Optima Tax. They know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-682-9928. 800-682-9928.
Optima Tax Relief.
For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
In the time before AT&T fiber internet.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
What did you do, love?
I ran out of internet data.
And they're making you shame walk.
No, it's just how I feel. Shame! Shame!
In the time after AT&T fiber internet.
Nice to have unlimited internet data, right?
Right. The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. Restrictions apply.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeart radio station. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show right here on Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in on this beautiful Wednesday. Tomorrow coming up, Brendan O'Connor and Santa Clausman live in studio doing trivia questions so that you can win some cool stuff from Publix gift cards, $10 and $20. We'll do that tomorrow around 4:45 or so. Plus your calls and texts, of course, all day long. Check us out online at jimcolbertlive.com. We got some blogs up, some cool information there as well. What was that thing that Ross put up today, guys?
It's a Christmas prank.
The Christmas prank, that's right, that Ross put up was supposed to be pretty funny.
So you should check it out without having anyone else in your family check it out, and then they can be your victim.
Oh, yeah, except he doesn't have any decorations out.
Scrooge.
Humbug.
Just
All right.
Scrooging it. You Scrooged
You've
all
got
over this
decorations in the
place.
house, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some out front
See?
as well.
There you
Silly
go.
stuff, nothing big, though. Just a couple wreaths out on the gate, whatnot, you know.
Your
All right,
house is full of Scrooge.
407-916-1041. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
Jim and Easer.
It's funny.
Scrooge.
Sometimes it's Ross. Spelled like sauce. It's Ross Thoughts.
Guys, super in the Christmas mood. In fact, I just bought that puzzle.
Did you really?
Yeah, I bought the puzzle. I know a perfect person. I don't even like puzzles, but I know this person, and they
that's awesome.
They're a puzzle person.
We were talking.
I don't get them.
Yeah, we're talking about a 3-pack of puzzles. We did the story today where you could win $1 million, put the puzzle together, do the QR code thing, and maybe you'll get lucky.
But no, I you know how I know I'm getting older? This is 2 things.
Mirror?
I really like sparkling water. I like water that fizzes. I feel like that's an older thing.
Yeah, it could be something else, too.
What is it? What, sobriety?
No, yeah, sobriety. That's it.
What's the other one?
No. Go ahead.
What are you insinuating?
No, get out of here. You know, I'm just joking with you. Go ahead.
Sparkling water is delicious, and I like how it hurts so good.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the back of the throat.
I like that. I like that burn as well.
Yeah, that's a good burn right there.
One of the many reasons I have a hard time getting rid of soda. The sweetness is one thing, but that burn in the back of your throat is just an addiction.
Well, hop onto that sparkling water, man.
I might have to be a part of that.
Welcome to the good life.
I tried to make it happen with that LaCroix thing, but that one's been a little tough.
And then the second thing that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting older. Got into ornaments.
Ornaments. Oh, I see what you're saying. So now you're at that age where you are thinking about the ornaments that you're going to have for the remainder of your life.
Yeah.
It's not just ornaments and that's going to change a lot when you have kids, but I know exactly what you're saying. You know what's going to happen when you and your future wife start traveling? Everywhere you go, you will want to pick up an ornament to represent that trip.
It's like a little time capsule, man.
It's awesome.
This is a massive coming of age thing for me. It's like, number one, hair down there. Number two, I like ornaments.
All right.
I feel
driver's license or drinking.
There's a big jump.
But you guys see what I'm throwing down here. Like, ornaments are a very special thing. We have these vintage ornaments that I broke one year. I broke one of them.
Those are cool. Those are hard to find, too. You have to go like estate sales or garage sales to find those.
And trust me, she does not bring it up.
Never mentions it.
I mean, it's not grandma's or anything, right?
No.
Which would be a great time to say rest in peace.
Oh my God. You broke one of your fiance's passed on grandmother's ornaments.
That's neither here or there. Don't bah humbug me. Yes, I did, and I feel really bad about it.
Okay.
I think it was with like I was throwing a ball in the house too, like an 8-year-old.
Oh my God, man!
But 8-year-old me is no longer more, guys.
All right.
Yeah. I'm an adult who likes ornaments. I like glass ones. I like all sorts of ones. So you have a themed tree, right, Jim?
Well, we have a tree that is our picture tree that we put all the presents under, and then we have a tree that has all of the ornaments from the kids from all the years of them making ornaments for us. But yeah, we have that.
And I'm sure that they're sentimental, but those things have got to be hideous, right?
Oh, some of them are like, there's one that my son made, I think when he was in the 4th grade, that is construction paper. And it's just like construction paper, and just something you'd make in elementary school. And we still have it. Yeah,
Jack, you got to go to. I'm asking. Get ready. Start thinking about your top 3 ornaments here. I want to hear some of your best hits.
I do, and I because when you're decorating the tree, it's me boring the kids with saying, "See this one? I made this one in 1st grade." And but it's the history of them.
You have ornaments that you've made?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my!
I would think that Deborah had a bunch that she made. With your miniature thing, no, don't have one?
No.
Wow, really?
I mean, my mom has the ones that we made as kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She still hangs them up?
Oh, no, she doesn't hang them up, but she definitely, those are the ones that she'll never get rid of.
We have one that's like a brass Christmas tree, and it has like ornaments on there, and then every ornament has an initial of one of the kids.
Yeah.
In the family or whatever.
There you go.
And a lot, you have like our first Christmas together or baby's first Christmas that are, etched and engraved.
Oh, man. Ornament talk gets me all hot and bothered.
It should not.
I do, honestly, I have a Real Radio ornament.
Do you really?
We made those?
I have a Real Radio logo on my
tree. Or did you make one of
No.
those? You just had a lonely drunken night.
One year we made we had ornaments, and I have one, and it goes on my tree every year.
That's a bold sell for us, isn't it? Hey, do you like the station so much to have us on your tree the most important day of your year?
Here comes the texting service saying I would buy one.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm curious to see what that looked like. Deb, what's your go-to ornament? You have a favorite ornament?
No, because I like them all to kind of match at the time, so I don't like mismatched ornaments.
What do you mean by that? Like color or style?
You're racist.
She wants like a department store tree.
There you go, department store tree.
Right.
So
or a hotel lobby.
There you go.
We have one of those trees that has little stuffed animals in it, Ross.
Little stuffed animals.
Little stuffed animals like bears and elk and whatnot.
This is the most I've ever felt that I could take you in a fight. You got stuffed animals in your tree?
Yeah. The other ones are just like things that the kids made, like out of that flour and water mixture, and that dries up and it looks like a rock, and then they put their thumb in it and then write their name and stuff. We have those.
I am blown away though, Deb. You have no sentimental ornaments. Because I was thinking about possibly for our gifts exchanges getting you guys ornaments, but then I thought
would be wrong with that?
That's a very personal thing. Well,
that would have been great.
But we're all pretty good friends. I mean, what would be wrong with that? Do you not feel that our relationship isn't personal enough to warrant a an ornament?
Well, I'm not dropping on one knee as I give you guys this ornament. It's not.
I understand that, but I mean, you making us feel like secondhand citizens, man. I mean, you spend a lot of time with us.
I have, and I will continue to do so if all goes to plan. But I'm just saying, I don't know. It's like buying someone a cologne in a way. Like I don't know how you want to smell. I don't know how you want your tree to be looking.
Or a bathing suit.
You don't have to put all your ornaments on the tree. There are some that get left in like every year. I have a beer can that my sister made me for my first tree with ribbon on it.
Oh, but that doesn't hang now, though.
Sometimes it does, but it's not on this year.
Right, yeah.
I will tell you. Ross, you and I, we share an ornament. I was looking at your tree when you weren't at your house. I went in.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
Middle of the night. And your glass hummingbird. You
have that one?
We have that one as well.
I have a glass hummingbird. Yeah. Well, I have a lot of woodland creatures up in my tree.
Yeah. My favorite ones of all time, and I'll tell you right now, I have the set to Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And so I have Burgermeister Meisterburger, and also from the set of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Wow,
so I
really?
have all of those. I got them at day after Christmas at Kmart one year, about 15, 20 years ago. Best ornaments ever.
Man, that's a stone cold steel. They're made out of glass or like rubber, plastic?
No, rubber, plastic, so they don't break. The only one I'm missing is the Year Without a Santa Claus.
Well, I've got that
one.
Oh,
well, that makes sense.
Right.
It's a year without Santa Claus. You can't really have that ornament, man.
Nailed it.
Right.
But so, Deb,
what is yours, buddy?
What my go-to ones?
Yeah, what is yours? I mean, you're asking everybody else.
I got a lot of woodland creatures. I also have some video game ones, which I'm kind of like ashamed now.
Okay.
Because that's how I know that this is like I'm changing my new crossroads. It's because I don't really like my video game ornaments anymore. I want to get some good ones. I want to get like a ceramic dog.
Hey, but don't get rid of them though.
No,
you don't get rid of them. Save them. Just pack them in tissue. Put them in the attic or something, so that when you have kids, that you can pass those on.
Yeah.
That's a very cool thing to do.
That'll be a cool Christmas tree, mini Christmas tree to maybe put in the kids' room.
In the South, we do that with handguns.
Yeah, same thing. It's just liberals go with ornaments. You guys go with guns. That all makes sense.
So this is an odd year. My sister, her husband has a Pez collection.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
On odd years, they do the odd tree, and it's all Pez.
Oh,
that's
pretty
Pez
cool.
collection. So it's a Pez tree. Every other year, they alternate from traditional to Pez.
Somebody texted and said, "Do you hide a pickle in the tree?"
Yeah. What you know about that pickle tree, Jim?
I've heard of this. I've heard of this tradition, but I don't know where it comes from or what it's about.
I've only learned about it a few years ago, and now I have 2 pickles. But it's that Jimmy. You say you pick someone to give out gifts, right? Well, the child who would find the first one to find the pickle ornament would be the first one who gets to open a gift.
Is that a part of a tradition somewhere?
Yeah, I think it's
like a German thing.
Yeah, I think it's a German thing. So, Deb,
that's actually kind of cool.
What theme is your tree? What gifts or ornaments? I'm sorry.
Well, this year it doesn't necessarily. It has a sweet Christmas tree topper.
That is the best tree topper I've ever seen.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And it's a Santa's sleigh that goes around the top of the tree with a red ribbon on the back that says "Believe." But the tree I really want to do, I can't remember the actress who said that her mother does this tree, but it's like an earth and heaven tree where the bottom row of ornaments are all creatures from the ocean.
Oh, I see. And as you go up,
and then it's woodland creatures,
oh, neat.
And then it's birds, and then it's angels, and then it's topped by the star.
Dude, that's very cool.
Wouldn't that be
that's
cool?
Kinda cool.
Yeah,
that's a cool idea.
I've got mostly woodland creatures and most of the ocean. I'm still working on the angels.
That is deep. that is heavy.
Yeah, that is heavy.
That's a heavy.
I feel like my Christmas tree I should just throw out in the yard now. My Christmas tree doesn't tell a story. It just looks like some meth addict just jumped into a Kmart bin of
normally that is me, but this year I felt really bad. I didn't want Ross getting credit for a Charlie Brown tree when it was really mine. So this year I dressed it up to make it look better.
And Ross, just to end this up for us, I mean, ours isn't necessarily an ornament, but we have that Santa thing that has that cape. So our tree topper is a Santa head, and he has like a cape that the Christmas tree wears. Don't say that when you. Why would you say that when you talk about my Christmas tree, you ungrateful bastard?
You just said that you have a decapitated Santa head for your tree topper.
It's a Santa head tree topper. It's not decapitated.
So when
it's
Santa
not dripping
comes,
blood.
he sees what happened to the previous Santa. He's like, I'm never coming back.
Right, exactly.
You are such a senseless oaf.
I'm just saying, dude, that your tree is how Tim Allen being Santa Claus happens. A dead Santa has been here before. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Enjoy ornaments. Peace.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, officials have finally cleared this accident eastbound on I-4 between 417 and State Road 46, but it has left behind some really heavy traffic, so heads up here. We're still stop and go westbound, too. Between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, heavy traffic continues south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4, and a serious crash coming in on Old Winter Garden Road at Dorsia Road. Avoid this area. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Take the shortcut to your next great hire. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, Instant Match immediately delivers a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Man, with Rebath, you're dealing with a national company with standards, policies, and procedures to make sure you get the job done every time, on time, to completion, and exactly what you want and chose. This is not a chuck-in-the-truck company that's here today and gone tomorrow. These are all custom bathrooms. These guys' installers been with them 8 to 10 years. That's unheard of in the construction business. That tells you one thing. The owner is a good person, and he is. Dave is a great guy. You'll love doing business with him. To really understand what a Rebath groutless bathroom is like, you got to visit the showroom, man. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Very easy to find. When you walk in, you're going to see some models set up, and that's all they are, models, just to show you what the products look like. Every bathroom is a custom bathroom. You work hand in hand with their design team to come up with exactly what you want. You want it to complement your home, make the rest of it look great. That's exactly what they do. No cookie cutter, one size fits all custom deals ready to go for you right now. All you have to do is visit that website, check them out. It's rebathmidfla.com. The before and afters are awesome, and just think you can have that. That can happen for you. Make your appointment today. It's rebathmidfla.com.
Choose Nissan today and get big savings. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Staying healthy isn't easy, especially during the holidays. Watching your diet, staying active, managing stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Bring proven quality sleep home for the holidays. It's our holiday savings event. Save up to $500 on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds. Only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
If you're even thinking about renovating, you have to check out the Houzz website and app. That's Houzz. More than 65 million people are using Houzz because it's the best way to keep your project on budget. Why? When you hire a pro on Houzz, they can use Houzz tools to give you a detailed estimate and financial dashboard where you can see and approve any changes in real time. So for remodeling made easy, just go to Houzz. That's Houzz. And find a local pro to give you a great home and a great experience.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Central Florida residents, AutoBuy is bringing some extra holiday cheer to your pocket this season. Now paying up to $1,000 more than CarMax or Carvana for your pre-owned car, truck, SUV, RV, boat, or motorcycle. If it has wheels or floats, AutoBuy will pay you the max. It's quick too. We appraise your vehicle on the spot and in 20 minutes or less. It's that easy. Get an appraisal today. Just call, click, chat, or come by to get your instant offer. To get the max, visit WePayTheMax.com.
Magic fans, join us at Amway Center for Star Wars Night and see the Orlando Magic take on home state rivals, the Miami Heat, on Friday, December 17th. Watch Franz Wagner, Mo Bamba, and the team use the power of the Force to battle Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and the rest of the Heat. Plus, it's a city night. Cheer on the Magic as they represent Orlando in their new City Edition uniforms. Buy your tickets today at OrlandoMagic.com to witness this home state rivalry on December 17th.
Hey, Mario Lopez here. And unfortunately, COVID cases and new variants are on the rise yet again. So if you're experiencing symptoms, if you've recently traveled, or you're planning on traveling for the holidays, get a no-cost patient COVID test at covidclinic.org. They have locations throughout the state with rapid result testing also available. Just visit covidclinic.org and find a location near you. It is super easy. It is fast. That's covidclinic.org.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, one firm for life.com. Office is Altamont Springs.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. And hello to decking my cart with lots of winning. Right now, USDA Choice Bone-In Rib Roasts are just $5.99 a pound. Woo, that price has got me grinning. And 3-pound bags of Halo Mandarins are just $4.99. Hey, that's one fresh win. The perfect feast for all my cravings. And I'm scoring points toward free groceries. Winn-Dixie is the most rewarding place to shop. Winn-Dixie, it's a win-win. Prices valid through December 24th at Winn-Dixie Rewards. See store for details.
iHeartRadio's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas podcast is here, just in the St. Nick of time, and an immersive 3D audio featuring Elton John, Billy Idol, John Bon Jovi, and more.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
'Twas the Night Before Christmas is also a visual podcast. Watch on the iHeartRadio app and experience eye-popping illustrations that bring the story to life. Or just say, Alexa, play the Night Before Christmas podcast. Brought to you by MetaQuest 2.
iHeartRadio.
Does your AC need attention? Visit millsair.com now. Since 1992, millsair.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 770-301. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Texting service checking in saying that somebody has a full-blown Nightmare Before Christmas tree with Jack Skellington topper and all that cool stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
That sounds very cool.
I'm a big fan of themed trees.
The problem is that it costs so much damn money, because how long do you do that? I mean, how long do you do the Nightmare Before Christmas tree before it's like kind of out of favor, and there you are with $500 worth of ornaments you can't get rid of?
You could be like my sister and put up like 11 trees in your house every year.
Or you could save it for your Halloween tree.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could, couldn't you?
It's the perfect. I mean, you already have all the ornaments to have a tree for Halloween.
Ross reminded me, she has an upside down tree.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
does, your sister?
Yeah, she does. There's one tree that's up all year long in the dining room, and that's the theme tree. If it's Valentine's Day, it'll be a Valentine's Day tree. Halloween tree as well, but when it's Christmas, it's every room.
Yeah. They must.
She works full time.
Yeah, really.
And she still does this. I don't get it.
She got that Home Goods membership.
How crazy does she? How crazy does she go with that? With that year-long tree, I mean, is she do like Arbor Day, or is it basically Easter?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like how
it's several, like it's definitely 4th of July. You have that.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know if that carries all the way until.
Well, you have to do Valentine's, Easter, 4th of July.
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day.
Memorial Day, which is going to be weird.
Yeah.
Way to kill the mood, Jimmy.
Did she do a Thanksgiving?
Little headstones. Well, no, by then it's
Christmas
Thanksgiving
already.
into Christmas. Yeah.
But maybe fall. But I mean, if you do a Halloween tree out of Halloween,
Have you guys ever had more than one tree in your house at a time?
I
got 2 in mine now.
I do too. Yeah, you have 2? Jack, how many do you have?
We have the main one, but just like little ones. Like
Right.
I used to have 2 small ones that would go in the kids' rooms.
Oh,
and
cool.
Right.
Yeah. And we had another small one in the backyard that
Somebody says I
cats
have
have
a
with.
full Nutcracker ballet ornament tree.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be pretty.
That's nice. Yeah, they're responsible. That person, no DUIs.
Yeah, no DUIs. You're right.
Yeah, you can't have a DUI if you have a Nutcracker tree.
Like not even after a funeral. Not even when he deserves to drink and drive. He won't do it.
License, registration, Nutcracker tree.
You just show him a picture of that.
Get out
It's
of
just
here.
a Polaroid. You show them a Nutcracker tree. Can I go?
You're innocent. Get out of here.
All right, 407
Miscommunication.
916-141. We're talking about Christmas traditions. During the break, I was looking up at some Christmas traditions around the world. I'm going to hit you guys with these, and you tell me what country you think they're connected with, okay?
All right.
All right. What country has a Yule goat? It's been a tradition symbol dating back to ancient pagan festivals here. In 1966, it got a whole new life after somebody came up with a straw goat that they use in replacement. So they have a straw goat, and it is popular in this country.
I'm going to go with Jamaica.
Jamaica? What do you say, Jack, for the Yule goat?
Kind of like that idea, actually.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm going to go India.
India. What do you think, Deborah?
Spain.
No, Sweden.
Sweden.
That's right, Sweden. It's called the Gavle goat.
Gavle goat.
Some of them are 42 feet high.
Whoa.
Big old spot. I guess you can go and check out the goat. All right, what about this one? Let's see. How about this is an easy one. What country that doesn't really celebrate Christmas, but every Christmas it's become a very popular thing since the 1970s to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Japan.
Japan is the answer.
Oh, Jack, you want to talk
Did you not
about
know
it?
that, Deborah? In Japan, since 1974, because they ran it as an ad, like they actually actively marketed this, it became a thing, and it's called Kentucky for Christmas. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that in Japanese.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
Come on. Give the people what they want.
Oh, God.
Come on.
The tradition began in 1974 after a wildly successful marketing campaign called Kurasumasu Niwa Kentucky, or Kentucky for Christmas. People place their orders how far in advance, Deb?
2 years.
Oh, my
No,
goodness.
not quite there.
I was going to say 1 month.
What do you think, Ross?
I'm going to go with 3 months.
Yeah, 2 months in advance. Sometimes they can wait in lines up to 2 to 4 hours to experience the Kentucky for Chicken, a.k.a. Kurasumasu Niwa Kentucky.
And that also just shows how insanely efficient commercials are.
Yeah, very, very good at it.
They say we're not hackable.
All right, what country, similar to the 12 Days of Christmas, has the 13 Yule lads? The 13 Yule lads that bring gifts.
Jim, I'm going with Ireland.
Ireland?
Norway.
Oh, Finland.
Iceland. You guys were pretty close there.
Yeah.
Iceland, right, has the 13 Yule lads. You place your shoes by the window. The little ones head upstairs. In the morning, they receive candy or greeted with shoes full of, well, if you've been bad, they fill them with rotten potatoes. That would be the worst thing ever. To come down and think you're actually going to get something and you get a boot full of rotten potatoes.
That sucks.
All right, how about this one? On Christmas morning, this tradition, the family eats porridge made of rice and milk topped with cinnamon, milk, or butter. They put an almond in the porridge, and the first child that finds the almond gets the customary, big gift. This name's been said already.
Ireland. Jamaica.
No.
Jamrock.
Oh,
No.
India.
No.
Ireland.
I'm going to go Ireland, yeah.
Finland. There you go.
What the hell was that?
I think Jim just galloped.
I'm trying to figure out which ones are even worth saying here.
You made a horse noise.
Okay, how about this one? Here we go. This country, you leave a tall red candle in the front window overnight. It's a welcoming symbol of warmth and shelter for the holiday season.
And a fire hazard.
This has also been said already.
Spain.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to go with Ireland, Jim.
That's the answer, buddy. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
You're the winner. I love the fact that you guys, of all the countries, have said the same exact 4.
Well, we aren't good at stuff.
What country has a cake that they serve on Christmas called a jug cake?
Jamaica.
No, I mean, you're close. A jug cake. It's a rum cake with glaze, pineapple. It's all decorated up, and they eat it on Christmas in this country.
Bermuda.
Barbados.
Barbados is the answer. Ross is hot as fire. Hot as fire.
Let's go.
In this country, on Christmas, they celebrate Halloween.
Whoa.
That's a little joke there. It's Poland. Either way.
Are you bringing back those jokes?
It was just a little funny thing there I thought would be funny.
I like it.
On Christmas, they celebrate Halloween? Poland? That's a funny joke. Jack is dying.
I'm dying at your reaction to your own joke not working.
No, Jack, you're laughing at the actual joke.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. My bad.
Deborah is disgusted.
I'm half Polish.
Oh, my bad, Deb.
You ass.
My bad. My bad.
Polish.
Happy Halloween.
That means it's St. Patrick's Day next week.
And half Colombian. Don't forget that part.
All right, we've all heard of this tradition before. What country started the devil-like Christmas creature called Krampus?
Krampus. Ooh.
I think it's Germany.
Wasn't that Germany?
Oh, Brazil.
So close.
Austria.
Austria is the answer.
Whoa,
That's right.
Ross, 3 points.
Yeah, that's alpine countries like Austria have a legend like a devil-like creature called Krampus. Children are asked for a list for their good and bad deeds. Good kids are rewarded with sweets, apples, and nuts. Bad kids, they worry what Krampus may bring, and of course, it is everlasting life in hell.
Yeah, it's also called Krampus. He visits some people once.
Mm-hmm.
Was it more often than Christmas?
I like the Krampus tradition. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. I like it. He's got horns.
I can't say that one because that one will definitely be a dead giveaway.
Ooh,
how about this one? Well, they make advent calendars for the holiday season. Where's that come from?
I didn't know that was country specific.
That's a country specific thing.
And I haven't seen advent calendars be used down here.
The calendars are given to children as a surprise and they're made together as a fun activity.
Yeah.
Each day's bag reveals a new surprise or treat.
I'm going with England.
I'm going to go with Italy.
Switzerland.
Damn it.
Switzerland gets credit for that. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, Jack, we can have the same answer.
Nah, it's not right.
All right, we'll end this up here. This country, and this is the only Central American country that we're going to cover. Children celebrate with small firecrackers called volcanitos.
Nice.
Volcancitos. There you go. Little volcanoes. And they light them off to warrant in good spirits.
I'm going with Ecuador, Jim.
That's not a bad guess. Not the answer, though. I think it's the most violent country in the world.
El Salvador.
El Salvador is the answer.
Nice.
Isn't it? It is the most violent country in the world, I believe. Highest murder rate, or was for a while, for sure. I had the tattoo. I can't read it right now, though.
Yeah, they don't make a license plate out of that little ditty.
They do not. It was a very dangerous place. I mean, when you look at that list of places you should not travel to as an American, it gets real interesting because then they write a little paragraph why. And El Salvador, they say, don't.
Right.
They it's just a big sign with a wagging finger from a careful ant. Just don't do that. 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. I wanted to tell you guys before we get out of here today. It's funny. I got this story today, and I know we've all gone over each other's fears. Like I have this weird fear of heights. Deb, you have a fear of heights as well?
Oh, a huge fear of heights.
Yeah.
And ever since the Surfside condo collapse, I keep dreaming about that.
Like even worse? Jack, do you have one of those fears? Kind of like a weird thing, are you?
Yeah, dead air.
Dead air, yeah. I got that.
Yeah, we've all had that dream. Where you can't get into the studio and the station's off the air.
That's the greatest.
I can't, there's no buttons.
And
Where'd the buttons go?
And the fact that you're standing there in your underwear is the least amount of concern.
Jack, you need a vacation. you need
Ross, you have one of those weird fears like that?
It's not really weird. I think mine's far more appropriate than dead air. I don't like knives.
You don't like knives, really? I didn't know that.
I can hold a knife. I can use a knife. But the second someone next to me is holding a knife, I start getting a little edgy.
Really?
That's a
I did not
past
know
life
that.
memory.
No, my brother tortured me once with a knife.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
Tortured my brother with one. He's fine.
Yeah,
God,
well,
that wasn't part of his avatar.
He hasn't gone to therapy over it at all, Deb.
Well, you
really?
haven't.
I have not, but I just look at myself in the mirror every morning and I pretend that I'm not crying.
That's so crazy. I did not know your brother did that.
Yeah. It was weird. It was a weird moment.
Wow, I've never heard of a fear of knives.
I don't like knives.
Is there a name for that? Like they always have the
I'm sure there
something
is.
a phobia.
Trichinophobia?
Yeah, no, see, that's it. It never matches what the fear is. Like agoraphobia. What?
Yeah, a knifeophobia is great. But one of my, I do have a fear of heights, but I think maybe an irrational fear.
Acmophobia?
I just started realizing this. What's it called, Deb?
I believe
Acmophobia.
Yeah,
is the fear of knives?
You have an intense and unreasonable fear of sharp objects such as scissors, knives, needles, and pencils.
Wow.
I can't even look at myself in the mirror.
Oh, wow. Well, mine is this. This is a new thing is for me. This is I've kind of started freaking out a little bit about it. Not too bad yet. But I have got a weird fear of somebody swerving into me on traffic. And it just so happens there's a story today about a guy who ran a car into a house because he had a medical incident on the road, like a heart attack or something like that, maybe a diabetic seizure or something of that nature, and he ran off the road and into a house. Because out here in where we live in Geneva and Oviedo, it's a lot of 2-lane roads, and you're on these roads at night going 55, 60 miles an hour, and Highway 46 has this happen so often.
I know.
All it takes is for your phone to buzz, and you just to look. You don't even have to pick the phone up. You just have to look right. Look over and try to see that it's lit up, that one little drift of 1 foot over that center line when you're not expecting it, because you also could be not paying close attention, and you're done.
I did that today.
That's done.
I swerved. I swerved pretty hard. I was eating a carne asada taco.
While you were driving?
Not a good driving food, buddy.
Not a good. I thought it would have been.
Why didn't you just have soup?
I think soup would have worked out better. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not proud of it.
Well, why would you do that?
I'm just letting you know that I am your worst enemy.
You couldn't wait to get home or wait to get where you were going to eat the taco or eat it there?
Nah, because I'm afraid that the taco, it's a corn tortilla, might fall apart.
Yeah, no, I got that. But that's why I would eat it there, because it seems like the most unreasonable food to eat in traffic.
Tacos are time sensitive in my book. It had to go down.
And you swerved into the other lane?
I don't know about the other lane, but I definitely felt the road acne.
So what I do now is I find myself getting my right tire on the far right hand side, like on the white line or right near it, and I won't stop staring at the car as it's coming at me, because if it makes a quick move or something like that, I feel like I could get out of the way, but I'm like, I don't know what it is, man. It just started freaking me. And then I read this story. And Code Black had this happen to him. Somebody had a heart attack in traffic and ran through there and did a pinball machine down 1792. And if it wasn't for Glenn, he would have been SOL, man, because there's no claim for that. Like, if you have a medical incident like that, it doesn't work like that. Your insurance doesn't cover it the same. And I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird. I don't even know if there's a name for that or whatever, but I've gotten this kind of weird, irrational fear of being run into on the road. And you guys remember that wreck I told you guys about going up to Palatka?
Right,
We're up through Bunnell on Highway 100. Guy has a blowout on a semi-tractor trailer and a pickup truck coming at him, and they hit head-on going 65 miles per hour. One of the people in the car, in the truck, they had to get out of a tree.
I remember you telling us that.
And nothing happened. Nobody did anything wrong. Destiny that day had chosen those people. Blowout, swerve left, head-on into a truck, and it happened in an instant. Oh, God, terrifying. All right, 407-916-1041. A little bit for last call. Guys, remember something a little quick, fast, a recall from the show. Make us laugh. Let's get out of here on a beautiful Wednesday and get ready for the evening. We'll do that next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
Fox
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast, and the showers ending early this evening, giving way to partly cloudy skies, the low 65. Tomorrow considerably drier with just a few intervals of clouds, otherwise sunny, the high 80 degrees. 64 for tomorrow night, the high 82 on Friday. Our next chance for rain holding off until early next week with the arrival of a storm system promising a good dose of some showers and thunderstorms before Christmas. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies' end-of-year sale is the perfect time to upgrade. Save big on computers featuring Windows 11 Pro that easily automate workflows, all with free shipping. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Man, when it comes to getting somebody special, something cool, Tools Ace Hardware has you covered, especially when it comes to cooking outside. The Big Green Egg, it's in stock. They're the biggest dealer in all of Central Florida. All 7 sizes in stock, ready to go, plus stands and tables to fit any lifestyle out there, not to mention tons of other cool stuff. Power tools, everything that special person in your family could want. Tools Ace Hardware has it in spades, not to mention 11 convenient locations. You don't have to drive far to get your Big Green Egg. That's right here in Orlando. Plus all the great smoking woods and accessories, all right there. Plus the Jim Colbert Show rubs and spices in stock as well. Grab yours today. 11 locations all throughout Central Florida. Winter Garden, Orlando, Groveland, Claremont. They're everywhere. Find yours today at acehardware.com.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for Last Call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
Meet Off-Lease Only Express, the hassle-free option to buying a car from home. Off-Lease Only, the name you know and trust, is offering the same high-quality, nearly new cars, most priced thousands below retail, with a new way to buy a car that is fast and convenient. First, visit offleaseonly.com. They've made it easy for you to browse and choose from over 4,000 cars. Once you've selected the car you want, click on Express. You can even trade in your car with just a couple of clicks. In just a few no-hassle steps, you can start your Express car deal online and choose to either finish in one of their 5 convenient locations or complete entirely from the comfort of your home. Then drive away in an incredible deal, saving you tons of time and money that comes with a 5-day, 500-mile exchange policy. Leave the stress behind and find peace of mind with Off-Lease Only Express, the hassle-free, fully transparent option to buying a car from home. Start today by visiting offleaseonly.com.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. cancerscreeninfo.com.
One day you're serving in the military, and then the next day you come home and you're dealing with an injury.
Britton is in recovery from an addiction to prescription opioids.
My opioid misuse and need got so strong. Addiction is hard. You're not going to fix it on your own. You have to reach out for help. The recovery side of it is amazing. You get to a place where you're proud of yourself again.
If you or someone you know is struggling, there is hope. Recovery is possible. Visit cdc.gov/RxAwareness.
At T-Mobile, we're bringing it all together for the holidays with great deals for everyone. Like right now, you can get the perfect pairing, the new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. You can capture your favorite moments with the most advanced iPhone camera ever.
Wow, the whole family looks great. Perfect for our holiday cards.
And you can get a pair of AirPods to gift.
Now I can listen to my favorite songs on repeat without driving my family nuts.
And the perfect pairing is just the start. You can also get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus.
Gather around, people. The morning show isn't going to watch itself.
Hurry into T-Mobile this holiday season because both new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers can get the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods on us with eligible trade-in on our Max plan. And you'll even get 1 free year of Apple TV Plus because together we holiday. Only at T-Mobile.
Won't be a 30-monthly bill credits and AirPods Gen 2 after rebate via prepaid card for well-qualified buyers plus tax. 1 per account. Balance on required finance agreements due. If you cancel service, call before canceling to continue remaining credits on phone. Apple TV Plus renews at $4.99 per month after first year unless you cancel. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
cups with Tuesday coffee. Wah, wah, la, 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 la. Get the app and get free coffee. Wah, wah, la, 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 la.
This holiday season, Wawa Rewards members get any size coffee free on Tuesdays, including Wawa's warm and inviting Holiday Blend Hot Coffee or handcrafted Peppermint Mocha Iced Coffee. Get the Wawa app, sign up for rewards, and get free coffee Tuesdays. Happy holidays start at Wawa. Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Hoagies made fresh just for you. Gotta have a Wawa.
My Way from Giorgio Armani. This sparkling, floral, woody fragrance, consciously sourced ingredients from around the world in sustainable, refillable packaging. The union of citrus, tuberose, vanilla, and warm wood. Unbox the most desired gifts this holiday season with My Way from Giorgio Armani. For the woman who wants to live life her way.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
Instagram, it's not just for dog pick. Oh my God, look at this cute puppy. At Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Good job on music today, Jack. These have been nice, uplifting tunes for the holidays as we boil down our week and going into the new year. Appreciate that very much. Good job.
Thank you very much. Another dozen tomorrow.
Yeah, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. 2 lines open for last call. Just 2. Grab them now. And we'll do that here in just a second. Big show coming up tomorrow. Brendan O'Connor, our very last Brendan O'Connor of the year. He'll tell us what's happening over the holidays to get you set up for some great family time. And, of course, we'll do some Santa Clausman as well. Glenn Clausman in studio with a fistful of Publix gift cards and some trivia questions for you guys. Again, that's tomorrow at the 4 o'clock hour, plus your calls and texts, all the other good stuff for the show as we wind this year down. You guys excited about 2022?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I am too. I think 2022 is going to be a very good year. I mean, look, we to be honest with you, we've been very fortunate through COVID to be able to keep jobs and maintain some normalcy here. It's been a blessing, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
So I think 2022 really what I would like to see is just things get back to normal for our clients. That have that the ones that have suffered through lagging sales. Hopefully that'll work for those guys this year, and then get everybody working again. Just get everybody back out there doing their things like it was 2019 again. Prince needs to come back and write a song.
This year, this year definitely feels like a hangover.
Yeah.
It wasn't 2020.
And I'll tell you why, Ross, because we thought 2021 was going to be better.
Well, we thought it was going to be done.
Right. We thought 2020 was the worst year you could possibly have. Everybody was essing on 2020, and then 2021 came, and about 6 months into it, we're like,
hold my beer.
No, 2020 was way worse.
Yes. Yeah, without a question.
It's just 21. This year has just been very foggy, very bland. It was like concrete ice cream.
Yeah, I would say that 2020, 2021 thing is relative. Maybe, when you look at people who suffered through family losses in COVID and stuff, you would say to yourself, like, you can have good years and bad years, but, it's kind of weird to kind of, put those in line. But I know exactly what you're talking about for sure. 407-916-1041. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Kathy Burns and her cute puppy Scotch from the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando and Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell.
Absolutely. I know we had a Twitter poll I sent to Jack very early today. We didn't plug it much. I don't know if we got any action on it. Jack, what do we have?
We did, yeah. And the question was, would you buy an item for half price online if you were certain it was stolen?
Because we were talking about the retailers, because a big problem they're having now is people just stealing stuff from like Target. It's not just luxury stores, but they're making money by selling it online. It's basically unregulated. You don't have to worry about it, not like a pawn shop. I would say that, God, I hope it's low, man. I hope only like 35% say they would do it.
Only 23% say they would do it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The other 23%, check your life.
I mean, but half price?
Check your life.
He's looking for justification.
Deb, who do we have to thank today? Oh, we already did that? My apologies. Sorry.
He's drunk.
All right.
Well, he's home, so that's okay.
That's because Debbie, I think he's a little miffed that you forgot to thank Sadie and Sammy for joining us.
And Sadie and Sammy, absolutely.
By the way, if you didn't get to check out the dogs, podcast the show in the 5 o'clock hour. I lift them up to the old camera so you can see our new dogs. I call them dogs. They're like ferrets, really. But you can check that out. Again, Jim Colbert Live, podcast the show. Check out all the cool stuff we have up there. Ross put up a Christmas prank today that would be fun to pull on some people, so you can check that out. All that's at JimColbertLive.com. Plus, you can buy our seasonings as well. You guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's
all right, let's do it. Who do we have first here, guys?
We have who other than Party Mom.
Party Mom, last call.
I'm Mr. Sun Miser, she's Party Mom. I'm Mr. Fun Lovin', she's Mrs. 101. Friends call her Party Mom. Whatever she touch, turn to weed in her clutch.
Oh, God.
She's too much. Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Party Mom. Merry Christmas, there.
That would be a
Who's next,
terrible.
Ross?
That would be a terrible curse. Just
That would be
everything
a
you
terrible
touch
curse.
becomes a nug. I'm so sorry, son. Let's welcome John on line 3.
John, last call.
Hey, Ross, I got a slightly abused original Furby for sale. Are you interested?
Maybe.
Take it. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Who's next, guys?
What do you mean by abuse?
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to know.
We know what he means.
Yeah, all right. Let's welcome the Queen, Beth.
Beth, last call.
I just want to bring back yesterday's toys from years. My mother actually bought the original yard darts, so she was hoping that I think we would kill each other.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's
we
happy
had 'em
holidays,
too.
Beth. Merry Christmas to you and a yard dart in the neck. And we'll see you tomorrow for sure.
Tetherball.
Tetherball for sure.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you
Beth.
get smacked
We
in the
appreciate
face
that.
with that.
All right, let's get that hell out of here. Brendan O'Connor tomorrow, along with Santa Claus. Your calls and texts. It's going to be a good time.
Take a
Hope
break,
you join us for sure. All right, let's get out of here. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters in the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a wonderful evening.
And put some hump in your day. Bye.
This marathon of merriment is almost over. Once we get through